The field started with 9, now only 4 remain. The regular season is over. The standings no longer matter. The upsets, the rivalries, the shootouts, the heartbreak, and the celebrations have all led to this. Tonight, 2 teams will move 1 step closer to a championship. 2 others will see their season come to an end. Every shift matters. Every mistake is magnified. Every opportunity could define a season. This is the CSHL playoff semifinals, and tonight, Friday Night Lights take center stage. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the CSHL Playoff Semifinals Fire Drill Edition here on Friday Night Lights. I'm Ted Friends, your play-by-play voice for tonight. Doubleheader. Joining me in the booth, Brent Swartz, bringing analysis and insight throughout the night. Brent, great start to the night so far, huh?
Yeah, I mean, awesome, right? Getting to evacuate the building after we thought we were going to get started. So hopefully it doesn't affect the teams too much. We're ready to roll up here.
All right, so warmies are done. We're waiting for players to put their skates back on. But behind the scenes, making everything happen, Bert Lawson running the cameras, graphics, and the production. 2 games, 4 teams, 2 championship spots on the line. And tonight we begin with the Northeastern Natterjacks taking on the Charlotte Catholic Cougars. Cougars coming in tonight to the playoffs, number 1 seed, remarkable 12-2-2-0 record. This is a tough team all season long. They've struggled. Teams have struggled to compete with these guys. They're putting up tremendous numbers.
Yeah, and as we said before the fire drill, when you look at it too, they lost their 2 games back-to-back, right? So otherwise they've been stringing wins together all season. So a tough club to handle.
Standing across from them, Northeastern Natterjacks 6-4-1-5. Natterjacks do not have the same record, but playoff hockey has a way of changing expectations. And when we look at the Natterjacks, how they make the road here through the Northern IceHawks with a shootout.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. They had 5 shootout losses on the year. They finally get a shootout win at a big time. That was last night to advance and face this Catholic team. Cougars
come through the UC East Eagles. Eagles put up a lot of points against them with 7. Not really normal for Witovich. She's got a great goals against average. We'll talk about her in a minute here, but UC East Eagles putting up big points against them, and it's got to look a little good for the Northeastern Natterjacks, thinking that they can come in and score on this team.
Yeah, I think looking at that, you definitely think so. I mean, you'd also wonder, again, you never know exactly how all that transpired, but I would definitely say that, it gives them a little bit of hope. Let's put it that way.
Well, look at this thing by the numbers. Really is tilted on the sheet. Everything leans towards the Cougars. Again, with the exception of the penalty kill, almost dead even. But you talk 44 goals for leading scorer Tristan McAuliffe. That's just a tough nut to crack on that side of the ice.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier as well, right? I mean, that's impressive in and of itself. With the Natterjacks, it's a lot of scoring by committee, right? They've got to have everybody in the boat to make it happen. So Jackson Owens is a big part of that, as you saw there with 19 goals. But there's a few other guys that can put pucks in the net too.
Starting in net for the Natterjacks, Vince Hancock, 6-3-0-5. No shutouts, got his first shootout win last night, coming into the game with a 6.21 goals against.
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at there, 6.21. Might seem a little high to viewers at home, but in high school hockey this year, I'd say that's one of the lower goals against averages we've seen.
Player to watch on that side of the ice, Jackson Owens, 19 goals, 24 points on that side. Younger guy for this in high school, kind of a sophomore age guy, but this team's going to be leaning on him for some leadership a lot tonight.
Yeah, solid D with a offensive upside, as you see there. So they'll need him tonight, plus a few other guys going if they're going to make this one.
On the other side of the ice in net, Ella Witovich, 5-0-0. Not a lot of starts for her. Got the win last night against UC East. She's coming in with a 4.55 goals against.
Yeah, I mean, again, impressive, especially when you consider last night 7 goals given up and still a 4.55. So she's obviously been very solid in net for a Catholic.
And again, we talked Tristan McAuliffe, 70 points on the season is absolutely incredible. And it's kind of that situation where you feel like the Natterjacks might have to just put a man on him for the night.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those where, if this was basketball, it's that box and one type of approach. You've got to find him at all times. You have to know where he is on the ice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will get back to the action right after the call of the starting lineup on the ice and the national anthem. Once again, you're watching Friday Night Lights Fire Edition. We'll be right back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back taking a look on the left side of the ice. Starting for the Natterjacks going to be Bennett Gross, Jacoby Clevenger, Miles Mann up front with Stone Hovey and Jackson Owens back on D. On the other side, it's going to be Ethan Walters, Tristan McAuliffe, Mike Duggan with Jackson Babbage and Brody Hertzig on D. I don't know if you could tell just by the announcing of the starting lineups out there, there was definitely a different feel in the environment on both sides of the ice.
Yeah, definitely a different feel entirely than what we've seen in the regular season. I think both clubs are ready to get going, especially after a lengthy delay due to the fire drill. So luckily no fire, just a malfunction of the alarm system based on a puck hitting it. So random rink issue, but all good now.
All right, ref checks with the goalies. Puck is down, and the quarterfinals playoff hockey is underway. Face-off won by the Natterjacks. Cougars come up with possession. They'll take it down into the Natterjacks zone. Walters tries to play it down into the far side corner. That's taken away. Up forward, dangerous to Tristan McAuliffe. Tries to toe drag through the middle. Looks like McAuliffe and Owens kind of got locked up in the feet there. Natterjacks come up with possession.
Yeah, would not recommend trying to break the puck out of your D zone by putting it back in the middle, especially with Tristan McAuliffe lurking there.
Well, dangerous centering pass by number 6, Mike Duggan. It's down into the far side corner. Babbage plays it back to Duggan. Duggan breaks it out across. That gets taken away by Bennett Gross, who knocks it back down low. McAuliffe comes and steals that away. He's got speed, 3-on-2, going opposite direction. He drops that off for Walters. Walters takes a shot. Looked like that missed and went off the post.
Yeah, got a piece of something, either the stick or the post, but I think it was post. You're right, Ted.
Walters plays it across to Babbage. Babbage, top of the circle. He takes a shot that's covered for the whistle. 13:50 left to play in the first.
Yeah, good action here early. Both teams a couple of chances. The better of them going to Catholic, as you might expect with that line on the ice. But, yeah, that earlier play, when you got a chance to get the puck out, you got to put it up the wall and get it out. And putting it back in across the middle in your own zone. Danger with McAuliffe lurking there, but they got away with it.
Face-off down to the right of Hancock. That's won by the Natterjacks. They'll clear it out of the zone. That'll get played down into the far side corner. Coming down into the near side corner. Elena Seeley mixes it up. Natterjacks with possession as Schuster tries to keep it in at the blue line. He's successful. Schuster takes it down to the far side half wall, down into the corner. He's met by Will Seeley down into the corner. Centering pass out to McAuliffe. Tenley McAuliffe plays it across looking for Carson Huffman. That gets knocked away through the middle. Natterjacks come up with possession. They'll rim it around the backside, clear it out into the zone as icing is waved off. Elena Seeley down in the far side half wall, kept in at the blue line. Schuster on his backhand, takes it to the corner. Centering pass, dangerous shot, big save by Witovich down low.
Yeah, thought for a moment their short side was open, but good recovery. She was able to seal it.
Schooley unable to press it in the zone. Natterjacks keep possession, try to send one across. That gets taken away by Liam Wellman, who takes it down into the near side corner. Centering pass taken away by the Natterjacks. 2-on-2 rush coming into the Cougar zone. Schuster on his backhand. He gets that sticked away by by Nate Savoy. Puck back behind the net. Will Seeley gets it up to Wellman. Wellman into the zone. Drops it forehand, backhand. He's got it open inside. Kicked away by Hancock. Puck loose out in front. Centering pass, no one there. That'll go all the way down into the Cougar zone. Rim pass looking for Babbage, just out of reach. Here come the Natterjacks with some speed. Far side. Centering pass out in front, off the skate and stick of Karagosian. He's unable to get a shot on it. Puck out to the blue line. Shot doesn't make it in as that's knocked down. Babbage clears it out of the zone but concedes possession. Savoy tries to play it off the wall looking for Alexander, taken away by the Natterjacks. Here comes Garrett Nice. Forehand, backhand. Takes it back behind the net, near side corner, plays it out to the blue line. Shot in, that goes wide near side.
Yeah, almost got a tip there, just missed it, did Karagosian.
Noah Alexander sends it across looking for Bupathi. That gets sent up over into the bench. That'll get the whistle. 11:15 left in the first.
Yeah, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, trying to get a little something going. A couple of chances each way, quite honestly. So a little even here to start, which is, what you would expect in a playoff game. Both teams want to get a goal, but you also don't want to make any huge mistakes along the way.
Face-off won by the Natterjacks. That'll get sent around to the far side for Karagosian. Karagosian's met by McAuliffe down low. That gets taken away by Babbage at the blue line. Babbage plays it on his backhand down low. And kept in at the blue line by Brody Herzig. Jude Clark plays it down low looking for Bateman. That gets knocked away, and we've got a 3-on-2 coming back. Toe drag through the middle, big stick by Herzig. He knocks that away.
Hit behind the play there. I think 19 for Catholic just lost an edge there, though. I don't think that was intentional.
Shot knocked down by Hancock. That's played out into the Cougar zone. Centering pass, dangerous area. Wojtovich reaches out, gets a glove on it for the save. That'll get the whistle for 10:24 left.
Yeah, nice read there by Ryab Shopka. He was able to corral the loose puck at the defensive blue line and enter the zone there. Tried to put it back across and almost misplayed there, but Catholic gets away with it. A good cover there by the goalie to get the whistle.
Face-off won by Miles Mann. That gets played down low for Clevenger inside. Centering pass that just goes through the crease. Backhand pass taken away by Tristan McAuliffe. McAuliffe plays it out to Duggan, far side. Big stick down low by Schooley as he's able to knock that down into the far side corner.
Yeah, subtle play.
Duggan inside, quick shot. That gets knocked away by Hancock. Back behind the net. Taken away by Duggan. Shot, that goes wide. Not sure if Hancock got a piece of it. Cougars keep possession. Duggan, he takes a shot. That gets tipped over the glass into the netting. That'll get the whistle. 9:41 left to play in the first.
Yeah, I was saying there, Schooley, a subtle play with the stick to thwart that chance, but if he doesn't get a piece of that, it's basically a 2-on-1 there with Tristan McAuliffe lurking net front. So good play there for the Natterjacks.
Face off to the right of Hancock, won by the Natterjacks. They're unable to clear the zone. Through the middle, Duggan gets a stick on it, knocks it down into the Natterjack zone. Peels it away, coming inside. Centers one up, looking for McAuliffe. That gets taken away by the Natterjacks.
Yeah, good read there to take that away. Otherwise, McAuliffe's got a grade A.
Quick shot in. Wojtovich just going to cover that one up, get the whistle. 9:17 left to play.
Yeah, not a bad idea to put the puck on net there either. Just rip it. Glove down, take the whistle, allows both teams to change. McAuliffe's off the ice, so if you're the Natterjacks, you'll take that for the moment. But Catholic's got a lot of weapons, so you got to be awake at all times. And the Natterjacks, another offensive zone draw. They've had a few of them.
Face-off won by Wellman, just to the right of Wojtovich. That's sent out into the neutral zone. Connolly makes the D-to-D pass, looking up for Brooks Gallimore. Gallimore one-touches it down into the zone. Matt Schuster back to Gallimore in the corner. Gallimore behind his back. He's got possession back behind the net still. Drops it for Schuster. Schuster turns it around as he beats Seeley. Pair of twos down in the corner. Wellman plays it back for Seeley. And Seeley will break it out and get it out into the neutral zone as he's able to clear it. Garrett Nice on the backhand. Far side corner. Turns it around. That's sticked away by Seeley. Schuster comes up with possession. Schuster turns it around. Far side corner. He'll take that back behind the net. Centers one up in the middle. Just taken away by Huffman. Play comes out to Tenley McAuliffe. Tenley to the faceoff circle. She gets that knocked away by Nice. Nice with possession. 3-on-2. Good back check by Huffman there. He's able to take that away from Nice, and now Wellman makes a move going down into the far side half wall. Garrett Nice again. Rips a shot and goes off the crossbar.
Yeah, that was everything but a goal there. Exactly what you want. Had the goalie beat, just got the heavy metal.
Puck out to the blue line. Schuster struggles to handle it. He plays that down low into the near side corner. Herzig unable to clear it as that's kept in by Connolly at the blue line. Finally squeaks out into the neutral zone. Up to Schuster, quick shot that gets knocked down in front. Out to Gallimore. Gallimore plays it out to the blue line looking for Connolly. Puck squeaks out into the neutral zone again. Natterjacks look to reset. Schooley looking up for Nice. Puck again back into the neutral zone. Natterjacks will go ahead and play that down in, reset things, make a couple of changes. Schooley keeps a nice forecheck, and that forces the Cougars to clear it. Garrett Nice in front. Big save by Witovich.
Got a piece of it with the paddle.
Puck out into the neutral zone again. Owns to Nice. And played deep up for Noah Alexander. Alexander gets that taken away by Nice. Natterjacks through the neutral zone. Big stick by Bupathi. Tries to run it into the zone and gets that called for offside.
Yeah, so let's see. Is this the save we just saw coming up here? Or the crossbar?
Nice comes through and all crossbar
yeah.
right there. Beautiful shot right in the high slot.
Yep.
And the Natterjacks are not short of opportunity.
No. I would say right now zone time favors the Natterjacks. Breakaways, odd man rushes favors the Catholic.
2-on-1. Backhanded by Legault down low. Played by Fennell in the corner. He loses possession. It's taken away by Herzig. Herzig stretches one for Babbage, far side. Babbage looks to toe drag through the middle, just out of reach. Hancock will go ahead, cover that one up for the whistle. 5:55 left to play in the first period. Still scoreless here.
Yeah, and pretty even when you look at those shots on goal. So, yeah, right now it's interesting. I don't know that I expect us to still be scoreless at this point, but we'll see how the rest of this one unfolds for the first.
Perhaps we got the fire drill out of the way already.
Yeah. The fire department doused the flames on the sticks as well, apparently, at least for the moment.
3-on-2 for the Natterjacks. Another odd man rush as they'll bring it in. Ryab Shopka on the backhand. He goes across to the blue line. One-timer opportunity there. Shot goes in, not enough sauce on it. Witovich able to cover that one up for the whistle. 5:33 left to play.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Ryab Shopka wasn't looking for Owens there. Owens saw it come back through and let it go all the way across, too. I think it was Legault, but either way, good save there.
Face off in the Cougar zone just to the right of Witovich. That's won by the Cougars. Babbage tried to play that off the glass, lost it in the door there as it goes up and over for the whistle. 5:28 left to play in the first.
So interesting little set play here. Let's see if they run it again. They've got McAuliffe over here on the outside, and if they win the draw, he flies the zone immediately looking for the breakout pass. Let's see if they try this again here, if they're able to win it.
Face off won by the Natterjacks this time. That goes out to the blue line. Played down low, near side. Back behind the net. Clevenger, he gets a shot in. Crosses it up.
I think we had an own goal there. See who they give it credit to, but I think it was a Catholic player.
See if we can catch it here.
I think Walters, it looks like the boys. It might have been Walters.
Clevenger does a nice job centering it.
Or no, it was, might have been Seeley. Somebody sweeps at it, and I think they swept it into the net. Couldn't tell.
Well, there it is. 5:18. It's 1-0. Natterjacks lead.
Hey, they'll take it any way they can get it, I'm sure. Coach CJ's probably glad to get the first one, break the ice.
Shot in, knocked down by Hancock as Duggan tries to put some sauce on it. Puck goes out to the blue line to Herzig. Herzig sends one. That doesn't make it all the way in.
Good block. Oh.
Tried to chip it up. That'll get the icing. Right idea. A little too much on it there. That'll get the whistle. 4:50 left to play in the first.
Yeah, tried to spring Bennett Gross there on the breakaway, and he's a kid that can put it in the back of the net, so just out of his reach. So bullet dodge there by the Cougars. See what they've got going on the offensive zone draw here. McAuliffe to take it.
Hancock resetting the mask after that shot by Duggan he took in the face.
Yeah, it was
there.
a wicked shot off the side of the mask. I think it stung him a little bit, but he hung in there, and I guess now he's a little equipment repair. Some of the looks like he's none the worse for wear, though.
Face-off won by McAuliffe, plays it out to Babbage at the blue line. Babbage takes it to the top of the circle. That's knocked in front. Babbage with the shot.
I'm trying to see who they're celebrating with down low. 23 gets it, I think.
Looks like Ethan Walters gets the tip out in front. And just like that, we are all tied up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you draw it up. Win the draw, put it back to the D-man, and put the puck on net, and a great tip there. Not much Hancock could do with that one.
Face-off won by the Cougars. They take it into their own zone. Puck played to Tenley McAuliffe near side. She brings it into the Natterjack zone. She's got it in the high slot. Drops one down low, looking for Wellman. Looks like we're going to have our first penalty of the night.
It's a hook.
And looks like that's going to be Nolan Schooley. Going to get 2 minutes for the hook, and that'll put the Cougars on the power play.
Yeah, and much like you would expect, they're running along at about a 40% clip on the power play, which is excellent if you're scoring at home.
40% tied for first on the stats. You'll never guess who they're tied with. The Central Predators also at 40% on the season.
Makes sense. Those two teams are, pretty even Steven when you look across a lot of the numbers. Looking for the seam pass, just a little too hot to handle.
Puck down to the far side corner. Duggan has it. Puts it on his backhand, takes it around the backside of the net. McAuliffe switches it up with him. Crossing pass. Makes it down to Walters. Centering pass. McAuliffe rips a shot. Kept in by Duggan. Duggan out to the blue line. Into McAuliffe in the slot. Back forth. He's got inside. Doesn't make it all the way. Natterjack's able to clear that one down. 1:05 remaining in the power play.
A couple of big-time chances there. Walters and McAuliffe working a little two-man game. Put it on a tee for McAuliffe. He just missed. And then another great chance they just couldn't bury.
Puck near side. Sauce down in to the slot. Tenley McAuliffe comes up with it. Down to the half wall to Duggan. Centering pass. Puck's loose. McAuliffe has it. He'll take it around the backside of the net. Centers one up. Shot inside. Kicked away by Hancock.
Oh, a great save.
Out to Duggan. Duggan drops it down low.
Oh, he got it.
And another big save.
That, you won't see a better one. I don't care if you're watching the Stanley Cup final game tonight. You may not see a better save than this one right here. Hancock is down and out, and he comes up with it.
I think we got the last goal there on the tip.
Trust us, folks, when we tell you that was an unbelievable save on that second chance.
Face-off won by the Cougars. 25 seconds left in the power play. Back out to McAuliffe at the blue line. McAuliffe, little back and forth. He's got some time and room. He shoots. Looks like that went off the post. Looks like they're going to call it up in the net. I think everybody kind of lost sight of it there, but that'll get the whistle. 2:39 left in the first. 12 seconds left on the Cougars power play.
Yeah, there's times when you need your goalie to be your best penalty killer, and so far Hancock has been just that for Northeastern and the Natterjacks right now.
Face-off won by the Natterjacks. Herzig going to tie him up at the half wall. Cougars with possession. That'll get the kill. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Duggan coming with speed, far side. Tries to drop one out in front. That was kicked away by Hancock. Out into the neutral zone. One touch to Duggan. He makes a move past Gallimore. Inside by himself again. Couldn't tell if Hancock got a piece of that or if he just missed that wide.
Yeah, he had McAuliffe there too on the back door, but he elected to go with the backhand, and I'm with you. I couldn't tell if Hancock got it or he just forked it wide.
Cougars are buzzing here. Puck goes all the way down. That'll get the whistle for the icing. Come all the way back down into the Natterjack zone. 1:46 left to play in the first.
Yeah, as we said, you look at the shots on goal now. Cougars doubling them up, but they've had the only power play of the night. And as we said, Hancock up to the challenge so far. I would say 4 great saves, 1 outstanding out of those 4. You're not going to see one better.
Face-off won by the Cougars. Tenley McAuliffe keeps that in at the blue line. She gets that taken away, and here come the Natterjacks.
Good play by Nice.
Shot down inside. It's loose out in front. Big save by Seeley, or by Wojtovich. First attempt.
Yeah, Nice dropped it off to Hovey and almost got one for it there. I was a little late to the rebound, but the right read nonetheless.
Puck down at the near side half wall. Natterjacks able to clear the zone. Seeley down in the near side corner. Plays it out looking for McAuliffe. Little miscommunication there. Centering pass inside. Had Legault wide open there for a shot.
Yeah, just handcuffed him a little bit with a pass. Otherwise, that was going to be a grade A.
Little back and forth there. 39 seconds left to play in the period. And the Natterjacks will clear the zone. Babbage comes up with possession. Loses possession to Legault.
Nice move.
Inside shot. That gets sticked up over the top of the net. Kept in by the Natterjacks. Bupathi tries to clear one. That's taken away by Nice, but then loses it to Savoy. Savoy just misses on a shot to Nice. 4 seconds left.
I think that's going to do it.
Icing waved off, and it looks like that is how we will end the first period. All right, after 1, we're tied at 1. We've got a game on our hands here for the semifinals.
Yeah, I'd expect nothing less. This is exactly what you want to see if you're in a semifinal game. So outstanding so far.
All right, after 1, all knotted up. We will be back right after this short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, period 2. Again, it's 1-1.
Oh.
Quick shot inside. Big save by Hancock.
I mean, you're not, McAuliffe got all of that one in a left pad. Left pad save by Hancock, a beauty. Thought that was a goal myself, and he flashed the leather, got across with the left pad. Outstanding. I mean, he is stellar so far. Right read by Owens there to just rim that, but didn't get it out.
Puck down to McAuliffe, plays it between the legs, taken away by Owens, comes through the middle. Babbage takes it away. That shot goes wide.
Yeah, time and space right now at a premium. Cougars are all over them. If you're Natterjacks, you just got to get pucks out. Live to fight another day.
Hovey gets a stick on it. He's able to clear that one out of the zone.
Oh, nice move. Just lost the puck on the way by.
Down into the near side corner. Owens able to clear that one. Icing's waved off. They say it was tipped.
Yep, but didn't see it from here, but we'll take their word for it.
Puck coming back into the Natterjack zone. Herzig looks to center one. That's knocked down by Schooley. Centers one up. Dangerous right in front of the crease. Gross touches that, sends it down into the Cougar zone. Natterjack's able to make a change.
Yeah, partial at least. They still got two guys they need to get off next time by.
And here comes Duggan. Inside, outside, forehand, backhand, big save! Incredible save by Hancock. Out to McCullough, back down to Duggan. Duggan again doesn't get a shot off as he's met by Schuster down low.
Yeah, that left pad's putting in some work tonight for Hancock. But
McCullough, he's got help down low. He shoots and scores.
That is one filthy. Just went upper 90 right by the ear hole, the right ear hole of Hancock there, did McCullough. No mistake about that. Well, that's the first save. Another outstanding one with the left pad. But the goal right there, that's one where if you're Hancock, you have to tip your cap to McCullough. Elite level shot. Not much you can really say other than you got me.
Rips it right there, top side. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so if you're Hancock, you got to shake that off and keep doing what you're doing because that's just an elite level shot. And, you know, you're only down one after all of that.
2-1. Cougars lead, 13 minutes left in the second period. And again, Hancock's playing a phenomenal game now.
Like I said, there's some 10-bellers in there in terms of those two left pad saves he made just before that goal. And like I said, there's not many goalies that are going to stop that shot from McAuliffe. So if you're Hancock, stick with it. And like I said, you're going to tip the cap to McAuliffe and move on to the next play.
Natterjack's looking to reset. Puck out to Nice near side. Sends it backhand. That's knocked down by Tenley. McAuliffe in the neutral zone. She's able to thwart any kind of press there. Garrett Nice through the neutral zone on his backhand. He's got room inside. Centers one up. That goes wide to the near side. Cougars with possession. Looking to play it up to Tenley. McAuliffe. And the Cougars able to clear the zone there as Brooks Gallimore comes up with it.
Yeah, the one thing you got to be careful of here if you're the Natterjacks is you're only down one. Don't press for offense here. Just stick with what you've been doing all night.
Shot saved by Witovich. Another shot gets knocked away. Puck kept in at the blue line by Connolly. Taken away by McAuliffe. McAuliffe plays it off the boards, taken away by Garrett Nice. Nice through the slot. He rips a shot. That's knocked down in front by Seeley.
Yeah, Nice has got his fingerprints all over this one, just can't get one to go, but if he sticks with it, I like his chances.
Shot kicked away by Witovich. Schuster inside. Gallimore unable to get a shot on. Another shot down low. Witovich kicks that away near side.
Rebounds are there for the Natterjacks. They just got to get net front. There's been a couple of lively rebounds. Nobody home to cash one of them, though. We'll see if that continues.
Shot goes up over the glass into the netting. That'll get the whistle. 11-12. A lot of back and forth, a lot of action here.
Yeah. I mean, good counter there by the Natterjacks. They go down 2-1, and then they were able to get a lot of zone time there. A couple of chances, a couple of rebounds, as we said. They couldn't pot one, but keep doing what you're doing. You're going to probably be in good shape.
Faceoff will come in the Cougar zone to the left of Witovich. That's won by the Cougars. Herzig takes that back behind the net. Plays it off the backhand, looking to break out. Here come the Cougars, near
Good
side.
Stick by Hovey.
Hovey knocks that away from Alexander. Hovey looks long for Ryab Shopka.
Just missed.
Just out of reach, hand up for the icing. 10:51 left to play in the second. Cougars lead 2-1.
Yeah, Hovey and Owens, that's when those two are out together for the Natterjacks. Pretty good deep pair. Both guys can drive some offense, and, they're no slouches on the defensive side of the puck either. So nice read there by Hovey. Just missed Ryab Shopka breaking out of the zone. Otherwise, could have been a quick 2-on-1.
Face off to the left of Hancock, won by the Cougars. Duggan takes a shot that's stick down. And the Natterjacks come up with possession. Hovey near side. He'll take that down into the corner. He's met by Savoy back behind the net. Savoy comes up with possession. Hovey keeping a body on him, preventing him from getting that pass off to McAuliffe. McAuliffe comes up with possession. He'll take it, switch sides. He's got it in the slot. Sticked away by Clevenger.
Yeah, nice stick by Clevenger.
Duggan Back behind the back, near side, coming down into the corner. Puck goes out to the blue line for Savoy. Savoy rips a shot, shoots, and scores!
Yeah, that one through traffic, but just over that left pad that's been so good in this game for Hancock. That one beats him. Not sure if he saw it clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Layers. I mean, he should have seen it, but layers of screens just to his left, and it gets in just under the glove and.
Looked like that traffic just started coming in from his left.
Late.
Maybe he wants to try to play it behind the players as they come across and just misplays it, and it's 3-1 Cougars lead.
Yeah, and it got through clean.
With 10:05, no touch,
surprised it didn't
nothing.
hit anything, yeah. This is where it's danger time if you're the Natterjacks. Don't let a 2-goal deficit turn into 3 or 4 here. You got to try to stick with it and counter.
Hovey down into the Cougar zone on his backhand. He sends one in. That goes wide. Karagosian keeps that in. Gets it out to Dinnan.
Got that one through. Got it back deep.
Errant pass through the middle. Cougars keep possession. And taken away by the Natterjacks. Shot in. Wojtovich able to catch that one for the whistle. 9:29 left to play in the second.
Yeah, and there's the contrast, right? You see that save right there. There's nobody in front, so she's able to see it all the way in versus, what we just had with Hancock down here on that third goal. Multiple layers, a couple of his guys, 1 or 2 Catholic players, just makes it that much harder. So we talked about earlier with the rebounds. I think the Natterjacks, if anything, could get a little more traffic net front here and try to get one in what they would call the greasy areas there down low.
There's definitely no shortage of second opportunities down there once they get that shot off.
Right. Just need to get a body down there so you can try to get a stick on it and cash it.
Owens resets in the neutral zone. He looks up for Gallimore.
Oh, a penalty. I thought it was just a lost
Looks like we're going to get another hook there.
I think it'll be the Natterjacks getting their second penalty of the day.
And it looks like that's going to go on the Cougars.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I saw a Cougars player go down along the wall. I guess before he went down, he hooked the Natterjacks player.
And it looks like Liam Wellman going to get 2 minutes for hooking, and that'll put the Natterjacks on their first power play. Cougars make no short work to get that cleared out.
Yeah, and this is where we have the Cougars are 75, almost call it 76% on the kill. The Natterjacks only 14 and change on the power play. So if they ever needed a power play goal, it's now.
Quick shot in, whistled for offside. 8:52 left to play in the second. 1:41 left in the power play, and Natterjacks trailing 2. Face-off won by the Natterjacks. Nice plays it to himself. That's knocked away by McAuliffe. Natterjacks will go ahead and reset out into the neutral zone. Aaron pass by Owens there. Walters comes through the middle. Quick shot. And a big save.
Yeah, nice save by Hancock there. For a moment, I don't think he knew he had it. He kind of took a peek and looked around, but hit him in the right pad, I think. Yeah, got a piece of it with the right pad. It popped up and in the pad, I think, just over it and sat in his gear. So
Walters does nice work. Just the 5 Natterjacks in the zone there. Finds a lane and just gets one off.
Yeah, good. Was able to. Yeah, I guess you would call that a giveaway, and was able to take it and come down and almost had a shorty. So that's what you can't have happen if you're the Natterjacks.
Garrett Nice near side just loses possession as he's trying to take a shot. Cougars able to clear that one out into the zone. 1 minute left in the power play for the Natterjacks. Schooley going to bring it in. He takes it near side corner.
Yeah, a little impatient by the Natterjacks. Just set it up here. Now they do. Well, for the moment.
Hovey gets it over to Owens. Owens looks to send one. Sealy does a nice job stepping up on the puck again to knock it down. That goes over the glass for the whistle. 7:57.
Yeah, one of those things where it looks just a second or two longer, maybe holding the puck than they want to, and that shooting lane closes very quickly. And a good block there by Sealy.
Face off in the Cougar zone, just to the right of Wojtovich. That's won by the Cougars. McAuliffe comes up with it. He's unable to clear it out of the zone. Out to Nice at the blue line. Nice, drops it down low into the corner, looking for Gallimore. He just misplays that. It goes back behind the net. McCullough with possession. He sends that all the way down into the Natterjack zone to kill time as the clock runs past 30 seconds on the power play.
Yeah, right now I wouldn't be surprised if Nice didn't try to take this himself.
Nice, far side, past the half wall. He takes a shot. And Wojtovich able to cover that one up. Looked like she might have lost it a little bit there.
Yeah, but I would say we've been talking about rebounds. Great rebound control there because for the first time in a while, the Natterjacks had somebody right there on the doorstep. But she's able to contain that and swallow that puck and not let a rebound come out.
Face-off won by the Cougars. That's sent all the way back down into the zone. And 5 seconds left on the power play. Nice forecheck by Walters. And that will kill for the Cougars. Quick shot in, kicked away by Wojtovich. That'll get sent down for the icing. 6:57 left to play in the second. Cougars still lead 3-1.
Yeah, shots are evening out a little bit now. The Natterjacks have found a few of their own, so that's pretty even. 3-1 though. A couple of, that McAuliffe shot to make it 2-1 was elite. The other one was through a few layers of screens. So Natterjacks are hanging in. They just need to find a goal of their own here to make this interesting.
Hovey from the blue line. He takes a shot that goes wide to the far side. Ryab Shopka looked to turn it around. He was met by Duggan. McAuliffe gets it to Walters. Walters, he rips a shot that goes wide to the near side out into the neutral zone.
Yeah, that might have been one where he's shooting for the rebound there. A shot pass off the pad, thinking McAuliffe would be able to bury it off Hancock's pad, but just missed.
Legault gets that taken away by Herzig. Cougars look to reset. Giveaway there at the far side. They'll come back and take it away. And over to McAuliffe as he comes into the Natterjack zone. McAuliffe, far side, inside, pass! Two big opportunities right there. Nothing finds its way to the net as Duggan takes it back out to the blue line. Duggan, far side, inside, outside, toe drag, big stick there. Quick shot and a big save.
Yeah, got a piece of the mask again, I think, right there on the way by. Huge save there by Hancock. Mark that one down. Let's see what we got here on the replay. Which are the chances this one? Yeah, here it is right there. And you couldn't see it because Denon's in the way, but in the replay there, but it got off the mask. You heard it hit off the plastic, but yeah, a couple of just unfortunate. Catholic had it. The pass was in Walter's skates, and then a great stick by Denon there thwarting the chance off of Walter's skates for the Cougars.
And again, I think if we're looking at that replay, Hancock makes a great first save, but also gets all the way back across the backside to, again, take it off the face.
He's down and out after the first save and is able to gather himself and get a piece of that second one, which, again, you'd hope your teammate comes and cleans that up, but when they don't, that's why you got to get back to your feet and you did a great job of finding the puck. Make yourself big, let it hit you, and that's just what he did.
Back and forth through the neutral zone, little paddle hockey. Natterjack's able to pull it into the zone.
Thought he might have skated himself offside, but...
Crossing pass by Bupathi. That gets taken away by Tyler Connolly. Plays it high off the glass. And Henry Fox will come up with possession. Schooley through the middle. Met by Fox, who's given it his all. Schooley pushes it down near side corner. Centers one up. Looks like Gallimore was there. Couldn't get a full stick on it. Gallimore back behind the net. Plays it down to Schuster, far side corner. Matt Schuster inside. Pulls the backhand. Puck's loose. Off the wall, kept in at the blue line by Garrett Nice. Nice plays it off the wall to himself. Looks across for Schooley. Schooley shoots, and that's kicked away by Wojtovich.
Another great save there. A rebound, but like we just talked about with Hancock having to take care of the rebound himself, there a Cougar player comes in and cleans that up.
Puck comes all the way down for the icing. 4:37 left to play. Once again, Cougars still lead 3-1, but again, the shots are starting to close it up here a little bit.
Yeah. The one thing I would say, too, watching that last Natterjacks possession down low there, they could work the puck low to high. A lot of people are creeping down low the goal line. The points are open. Put it back to the point. Let them put one back in, see if you can't generate a chance that way.
Puck out into the neutral zone. Jackson Owens comes up with it. Plays that between his legs. He's got it on his backside. Backhands it. Not sure if Wojtovich got a piece of that as it comes across the front of the crease there.
Got to be smart here.
Icing waved off as Clark's inside. He comes up with possession back behind the net. He's going to look center one up. Kicked away 2 times by Hancock there.
Yeah, another great set of saves there. Not once but twice by Hancock to keep it at 3-1.
Inside shot, that's knocked to the far side. Backhand rebound attempt doesn't make it all the way in. Quick shot inside, kicked away out to the far side wall.
Yeah, Natterjack's pushing here late in the second, trying to make something happen.
3:42 left to play in the second. Natterjack still with possession. Owens drops it down low, looking for Gross. Gross tries to take a shot, doesn't make it all the way in. Fight down in the corner between Clevenger and Seeley. And the Cougars able to clear that one. Icing waved off.
Yeah, not sure. Guess they're saying he could have played it on the way by. I didn't see why. They didn't say it was deflected, but either way, icing waved off.
Mann gets that puck taken away by Tenley McAuliffe. Tenley looks far side. Got in. Had Duggan on the inside. He takes a shot, and Hancock gets a piece of that.
Yeah, he tried to go high. Hancock was up to the challenge, was able to snuff that out, keep it out.
Tristan McAuliffe plays it to Duggan.
Good read right there by Owens. Dropped down to block that so it couldn't get back to Walters, who was lurking back door.
Savoy looks to stretch one that's taken away by Gross. Just saw that he was offside there, tries to pull it back, but ref right on the line to see it. Offside, 2:43 left to play in the second period.
I will say these refs are pretty diligent about it tonight. We've seen some of these games where they, at least from up here, I thought we've seen the puck offsides and they let it play on. So.
Tristan McAuliffe stops it. Tries to play it across. That'll go out into the neutral zone. Officiating crew tonight, Matt Worley and Kevin Cochran on the ice, and Justin Culbertson in the score box for the officiating tonight. Little opportunity down low. Doesn't make it to the net. Puck goes back and forth through the neutral zone. 2:10. Clock running through the second. Centering pass inside. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was just about to say the one thing you want, it's the last 2 minutes of this period, you need to really hang on, and that's just a beautiful play there. Didn't see who got it off the wall. We'll see it here. Little give and go. McAuliffe drops it back to Duggan. And just a nice little play.
Out of the air, taps it down 5-hole on Hancock.
And again, for Hancock, he has been outstanding, and that's just another one of those plays where high pass, a little too much sauce on it, and McAuliffe, the player he is able to tap it through the 5-hole.
Legitimately, the Hancock, nice job knocking that away. McAuliffe comes back up with it. Hancock still on possession, and looked like they finally beat him.
Yeah.
High stick side.
And I think he got the first one. Again, what we talked about, there's 2 Natterjacks right there in the vicinity. Nobody cleans that up. I'm not sure we'll be able to see it from this angle, but it hits him. I think it got blocker. Yeah, it comes right back out, and nobody takes the stick. There are 2 Natterjacks standing there, and the Cougars player steps right in between them and backhands it over. So nobody takes the stick, and just like that, 5-1.
And just that quick. And I'm trying to talk the first goal that goes across there.
Yeah.
Duggan makes that pass, and to Hancock, it looks like it's going 3 feet wide to the far side, and out of nowhere, it's batted down, and that thing's between his legs.
I mean, it's 2 feet in the air when it's on its way, and again, McAuliffe, just eye hand elite, is able to get the blade of the stick on it and put it 5-hole on Hancock.
That gets whistled for the icing, 1:29, and really Natterjack's just trying to get out of the period right now to kind of reset themselves.
Yeah, and the one guy I feel bad for here is Hancock, because, you look at this, go 5-1, oh, geez, he has been outstanding. It could be 10 or 11-1. It's just unfortunate that, he's been victimized by a great player, McAuliffe, who can, score on a lot of goalies, and then a couple of rebound chances that he needed a little help with. Oh.
Puck to Babbage.
Instant mini stick right there.
Sent the blade of the stick pretty decent way there. Puck inside. Kicked out by Wojtovich.
It's a $300 mini stick, but and you know, which is expensive, but yeah, snapped a twig there. Looks like he's got a backup ready to roll.
5-1 Cougars lead. Puck will drop down in their own zone, just to the left of Wojtovich. Face-off won by the Natterjacks. Quick shot inside. Wojtovich covers that one for the whistle.
Yeah, and if you know, last night I did catch a little bit of that UC East Catholic game, and you know, it did finish 10-7. At one point, I think it was 4-1 Cougars, or maybe 5-1. I know it was 4-1 at one point, and UC East still made a game of it. So long way to go in this one. As crazy as that sounds, anything can happen. I think the Natterjacks would feel good though if they could just find a way to see one go in and then build from there.
Back behind the net to Babbage with the new stick. He's able to clear the zone. Tenley McAuliffe plays it down low. She loses it to Owens.
Good chip by Owens to himself.
Drops it for Schuster. Schuster on the backhand inside. Two Natterjacks down low, neither able to get a stick on it. Puck goes to Sealy. He'll play it back behind the net. 30 seconds left in the second.
Thought Schooley was going to get a tip on that one. He was the closest to it when it went by, I think, from Schuster.
Errant pass by Skatarzik. That's taken away. Schuster sends it long.
Good backside read.
Unable to clear the zone as Sealy steps up. Right behind Owens. Huffman comes up, takes that away. A little back and forth. 3 seconds left to play in the period. Looks like that's how we'll end it.
Yeah, I don't think Owens knew Huffman was there, and typically you'd have a teammate telling you that you got a man on. But
all right, well, after two, Charlotte Catholic Cougars lead 5-1 over the Natterjacks. 15 minutes left to play for a chance at the championship. We'll be back right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, 30 minutes down, 15 left to go in the first semifinal matchup of the evening. Cougars lead 5-1. And again, the score does not illustrate at all how Hancock's been playing today.
No, I mean, Hancock's been, like I said, he's been outstanding. Honestly, probably the best player for the Natterjacks at this point. He has been awesome. It's just, some elite level plays in front of him and a couple of unfortunate bounces.
Natterjacks unable to clear the zone. McAuliffe sends that back down for Duggan. Played across to Babbage. Babbage down to Duggan. Back to Babbage at the blue line. Babbage looks across for Herzig. Herzig drops it down low near side corner. That gets taken away by Dinnan. Off the boards, Natterjacks just looking to get out of their own zone here. McAuliffe inside.
Oh, wow. I think Hancock didn't know where it was, got back across. I think he might have gotten a stick on that rebound chance from McAuliffe.
Man, that nice save by Wojtovich there. I don't know that we clipped that. I'm not sure that one didn't go off the top shelf in there.
Yeah. It could have been back bar and out. Maybe you think it might have gone in. But typically, I think he didn't react.
McAuliffe didn't react to the shot.
Like he thought it definitely was in. And then he looked up at the sky after Hancock got the second attempt with a paddle.
Back behind the net. Clevenger on his backhand. He tries to send one in. That's knocked down by Sealy in front. Two Natterjacks go down in the neutral zone, and it probably just feels like that's the night.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you just shake your head, but.
Herzig plays that out to the half wall. Chip back in, back behind the net. Herzig looks to stretch one for McAuliffe. That gets taken away down in the Natterjack zone. McAuliffe, nice job with the forecheck, takes that away. He's got Duggan inside. He'll pull that back behind the net. He's met by Clevenger. Clevenger looks to put a hit on, just gets himself there down in the corner.
I think that's why the refs let it play. Otherwise, I think there might have been a whistle if he had made a clean contact.
Puck kept in by Savoy. Savoy takes a shot that goes up over the top of the net.
Yeah, might have got a piece of the shoulder of Hancock, then the crossbar.
Duggan inside. Sound like he got a piece of the post there. Cougars keep moving. Sealy at the blue line. Crossing past to McAuliffe. McAuliffe inside, outside, kept away.
I don't know if Hancock got that or if somebody else cleared it out before McAuliffe could get the shot off, but that was unbelievable.
Puck goes all the way down. Icing waved off. Savoy looking to reset. Savoy looking to stretch one. Just loses all of the stick there, so doesn't make the pass. Cougars will reset. Up to McAuliffe in the neutral zone. 12:15 left to play. Through the slot. Shot inside. That goes wide. Circling pass or circling shot. Tried to wrap it around.
Yep.
Doesn't get all of it and kicked away by Hancock.
That won't make the line, so no ice there. Yeah, if you're the Natterjacks, you got to get on it here. A little too casual, I'd say, right now. You got to start pushing for offense here down 5-1.
Duggan, far side. Sends it across to Wellman. Wellman back for Duggan. Duggan looked to backhand it, looking for McAuliffe, taken by Walters. And Sealy just pulls that across the line. That gets the whistle. 11:36 left to play in the matchup.
Let's see what we got here. Is this the that's the
Not sure if he got a stick. Yeah. If Hancock got the stick on that, McAuliffe makes a nice move to the inside.
Yeah, it gets taken down. I think there was a sea of humanity there. So, they came together, fell over each other. But either way, Hancock keeps it out.
Savoy plays that down low. Natterjacks with possession. 4-on-2.
Good play.
Owens down into the far side corner. Takes it back behind the net. Keeps possession as Sealy mixes it up with him. Owens, high slot, shoots, rebound. Centering pass. Doesn't quite make it out to the front. And Welsh able to take that out into the neutral zone.
Yeah, Natterjacks got what they want right now. They're trying to take advantage of this line at the moment for the Cougars, but
puck out into the neutral zone. Natterjacks reset. Sealy able to clear that one back out into the neutral zone. Here comes Owens. He'll take that far side, tries to take a shot. Sealy gets a stick on it. Puck goes out to the blue line for Legault. Legault drops it back in for Owens. Rybe Shopka centered off of Legault. Legault turns to take a shot. That doesn't make it all the way in.
Yeah, Natterjack's shots hitting each other there. Two of them.
Bateman able to clear the zone. Pass across, taken away by Paul Welsh. He drops that all the way down into the Natterjack zone. 10-10 left to play. Stretched across for Schuster. Schuster looks to backhand one. That's taken away by Babbage. That's going to draw the penalty.
I'm not so sure that it's hard to tell from here. Definitely could be a trip. Looked like they was also losing an edge there, but that's unfortunate there for the Natterjacks, so it's going to be harder to come back when you take a penalty like that in the offensive zone. That'll drive coaches nuts.
And looks like that's going to be Schooley with the trip, and that'll put the Cougars back on the power play.
I was just about to say, if you're the Natterjacks, you probably need to find a way to maybe get one or two before the 5-minute mark, and then you think about pulling your goalie. Given there's no tomorrow, I would think if they can get done with this kill, they may pull the goalie sooner than later.
Quick shot. That goes wide. Cougars 0 for 1 tonight on the power play. Looked like a little piece of Hancock, little piece of post there.
Yep, I think Hancock might have got it first, and then it went off the post.
Duggan back behind the net, looking to reset, gets it to McAuliffe. McAuliffe will break it out, coming with speed. Back to Duggan. Duggan drops it for Tenley. McAuliffe plays it across to Walters. Back to Duggan. Duggan goes ahead, takes a shot.
Good save there by Hancock. Got to have them all at this point, down 5-1.
Puck back behind the net. Tenley. McAuliffe centers that up.
Loose.
And Natterjack's able to clear. 1 minute left in the power play for the Cougars. Duggan sends one long, looking for Walters. Nice comes up with possession. He's able to clear the zone. Natterjack's going to come up with possession back behind the net. Ryab Shopka gets that taken away by Tenley. McAuliffe. She gets it to her brother Tristan. McAuliffe by himself. Drops that one for Walters. Walters rips one that goes wide.
Yeah, that missed the works.
McAuliffe, he shoots, kicked away by Hancock. Back out to McAuliffe at the blue line. Plays that across for Duggan. Duggan drops it down to Tenley. McAuliffe down in the far side corner. Back out to Duggan at the blue line. He sends one in, traffic in front. Whistle called the high stick down inside. 5 seconds left on the power play, 8:03 left in the matchup.
I was going to say another great tip almost for a goal, but it did look high from here. I know that's the far end of the ice from where we are, Ted, but that definitely looked high.
Refs hit coach with the check the rule book line.
Yeah,
it's always a good one.
Yeah, that's always comforting.
Puck will come all the way down into the Cougar zone. 5 seconds left in the power play. Looks like the Natterjacks will successfully kill another one.
So the Natterjacks power or penalty kill is as advertised. Unfortunately, on their one power play of the night, so is the power play percentage in terms of where they stand on the season.
Ryab Shopka gets that taken away by Bupathi. Puck goes out into the neutral zone. Garrett Nice comes back up with possession. Nice far side half wall on his backhand. He's met down low by Henry Fox.
Needs a second man in to help him there.
Savoy clears that one out, gets it to Fox. Fox has got a break. Fox tries to take a shot. That goes wide out in front of the net.
Oh, good keep there by the Cougars.
Fox sauces one, looking for Bupathi there, and he loses an edge. He goes down. Jacoby Clevenger, far side corner. Works it past, big stick down low as Clevenger worked that past Babbage. Noah Alexander saves a shot from getting off there.
Yeah, I was going to say the one thing I've noticed too about the Cougars is they're outstanding at a lot of things, but their net front coverage in the D zone is excellent as well. They are able to deny a lot of chances with sticks. And now we're going to get a call, I think, on the Cougars here.
Looks like Babbage made a hit there. He's got palms in the sky. I don't know that he agrees with it. 6:39 left in the third.
So this is interesting, 5-1. Power play hasn't been a strong suit for the Natterjacks, but probably won't do it, especially with McAuliffe on the ice. But it is a time when you could think about trying to go 6-on-4. Let's put it that way, down 4.
Looks like Jackson Babbage going to get the 2-minute roughing, and that'll put the Natterjacks on their second penalty, the second power play of the evening.
Yeah, it just needs to be quicker, and that's a good move right there to get it to the point. Quick shot.
Quick shot in, knocked down in front by Legault. That goes wide.
Now you got to win a couple of battles.
Karagosian chips it back behind the net. Cougars able to clear. 6:25 left to play in the matchup.
Yeah, just the 50-50 pucks right now. Cougars are getting most of those too, and now here's a turnover.
Walters inside.
They're just going to melt clock.
Play it out into the neutral zone. McAuliffe will reset things. Just keep possession out. Tells the rest of the team to go run.
Yeah. Stretch it out.
Plays it up to Duggan. Duggan stops it at the blue line.
They're just going to play keep it. Well, no, they're going to
Plays
keep
it down to Walters down low. Walters through the middle. He's going to work it out into the neutral
zone. With the way they're set up, I thought it was going to be two-man catch back here, and it is.
Up to Duggan. Duggan makes a move to the left. All by himself. 3 Cougars out in the neutral zone. Cougars come up with possession. Turned around by Owens. Taken away by Duggan. Inside, shoots and scores!
And if you were looking for the dagger, I'd say for the Cougars, that's got to be the dagger. Short-handed goal there.
All by himself. Like there no help inside at all there.
That's just,
Comes up with possession. He's right in the slot.
Takes a slash there, too, for his troubles, right as he's letting it go. I think he could have called that one. But, it's been that kind of night. Cougars are feeling it. I mean, you would have thought they were on the power play.
And with that goal, we are on the run clock.
Yep. Hard to believe it was 1-1 at the end of one at this point.
On the backhand, shot towards the net. That goes off the side. Hovey tried to play it out. That got taken away by Walters coming through the middle. Walters wraps that around the backside of the net from the far side. Schuster comes up with possession, plays it to himself, out into the neutral zone, taken away by Walters. 4:25 left to play. Walters, top of the circle. He shoots, and now it's just the runaway train.
Yeah, it's hard to stick with it too, right? I mean, as you know, it's just one of those things where that last goal, I think, was the dagger, as we said, and then, to stay locked in. I mean, Hancock, like I said, for when this game was on the line and hanging in the balance, he was making some phenomenal saves. And, as it's gotten a little further away, just unfortunate, but kind of what we expect with the Cougars, though, right? They score goals in bunches, and they're doing it again tonight.
Through the middle, Wellman just loses possession. Natterjacks look to reset. Schuster, near side. Quick shot, saved by Witovich. She leans out, covers that one up for the whistle. As the clock rolls past 3:30.
I didn't notice it earlier, but it's pretty chalky, the bracket. The top 4 seeds were the semifinal games. And, we're headed towards more chalk here with Catholic winning. And, we'll have the 2-3 matchup right after this. So we'll see if Central could hold serve, and then we get that 1-2 matchup, which will be pretty interesting to see those two teams.
Quick shot in. Looks like Miles Mann took that off the hand as it went towards it. Mann's got it on his backhand. Plays that down. Pair of 9s down into the corner as Mann and Babbage meet down low. Cougars okay to freeze it right now.
Yeah, there's nothing more. Right now it's all about clock.
Wellman comes up with possession. Cougars 3-on-1. Stick by Nice.
Well, the Natterjacks able to come away with it. Let's see if they can do anything here on a 2-on-1. Quick developing.
Inside, Clevenger, backside, shoots across.
Wow.
Beautiful first save by Witovich, but again, the rebound's right there. Clevenger comes up with the second shot and just runs it across the goal line. Tip in front, another big save by Witovich to keep this at 1 goal for the Natterjacks.
Yeah, Witovich gets that first, and the rebound comes out, like you said, Ted, and then Clevenger gets it. He just can't roll the wrist over, and he puts it through the blue and out. And, hey, it's been that kind of night. All the bounces. You need the puck luck. I mean, listen, the Cougars are good enough that they don't have to have a ton of puck luck, but the puck luck helps, and it certainly did there.
1:50 left to play. Puck back behind the net. Savoy sends it out for Bateman. Bateman looks to cross it. That gets taken away. Welsh steps up, knocks that down. .130 left to play. Long pass for Karagosian. Karagosian, he's got a shot. He shoots and scores.
Yeah, finally able to cash that one. Nice move and puts it upper 90 there, far side over Witovich, but file that one under, the too little too late category for the Natterjacks, but what could have been, right, had they gotten that goal earlier in the second.
7-2, clock still running as it goes past 1 minute. It's off one back by the Cougars. Clevenger tried to make a run there to give himself something. And puck pressed forward. Alexander drops it down low. Shot goes wide by Bupathi. Little back and forth there, and puck kept in by Alexander. Alexander, Bupathi, kicked away by Hancock.
Yeah, I thought for a moment Cougars might just play keep away, but still firing.
10 seconds left to play.
That looks like it'll do it.
And looks like that is going to be it. And the first team on their way to the championship tomorrow night will be the Charlotte Catholic Cougars.
Yeah, you know, it's a great game. Like we said, 1-1 after one. Hard to believe that was the case. Hancock probably deserved a better fate, just the way he played early. But, you know, give credit to the Cougars. Score goals in bunches, and defensively pretty solid when they had to have it. And Wojtowicz was rock solid in goal.
All around, you look at this team, and it's a good Cougars team. But when you go down the score sheet and you look at it, there's three guys that stand out, and they did it again tonight. Tristan McAuliffe with 2 goals, Michael Duggan with 2 goals, and Ethan Walters with 2 goals. And these guys just continue to be the ones that put it in the back of the net for this team.
Right. I mean, it's just so hard. Pick a guy, right? You might shut down one, but it's going to be hard to shut down all three. And I think sometimes you get so focused on McAuliffe, rightfully so, that the others are able to go to work. And, you know, it's pick your poison.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is game 1 in the books. We will be back for game 2. Western Mustangs take on the Central Predators in the final semifinal match of the evening. We will be back right after this ice cut for game 2, Friday Night Lights. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for Game 2. The Western Mustangs take on the Central Predators. Central Predators enter seeded 2, outstanding record, 11-3, 1-1. And they've been bouncing up and top. It's been the Cougars and the Preds all season that have just been bouncing around that top section. This is a fantastic team.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, they've strung a ton of wins together. This Predators club has, and yeah, they've been jockeying back and forth with the Cougars, and depending on what happens tonight, we could get that matchup tomorrow night. But first things first, they got to take on Western.
Standing in their way, Western Mustangs. This is a team that has already proven that they can compete against Central, as they've given them a run for their money throughout the season. These teams know each other. They've played close games tonight. One of them will be playing for a championship. Last time these two teams met, Western lost the first one in a 6-5 shootout, and just 2 weeks ago pulled off an upset win, 11-8, sparking a winning streak that has brought them to tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting how they did that, right? Because they had some turnover in their lineup, and so, that can go one of two ways, but they found a way to right the ship, and like you said, stake themselves to a third-place seed, and now they get a chance to potentially play for a championship.
We took a look at how they get there. Western had a close one last night against the Mavericks. Central puts up a big win against the Eastern Bulldogs there. That brings us tonight, and you can see one of these two teams is going to meet the Cougars tomorrow for the championship.
Yeah, this should be an outstanding game. We talked about it in our last game, but a lot of chalk here when you consider the semifinals is all the top 4 seeds. But the 1 seed in the Catholic Cougars is already through. See if Central can join them as the 2 seed.
We break this thing down by the numbers again. Look at it on paper, and this thing heavy leans towards the Predators, taking all the categories. But again, this is a Western team that's on a run right now with some lineup change, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is a team that's hot right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You can throw the numbers out the window when you get to the playoff situation like this, although they still matter, don't get me wrong. But like you said, Western's on a heater right now. They've found a way to string together some wins, and no better time than the postseason to keep that going.
Starting in net tonight for the Mustangs, number 1, Vaughn Lawson, 6'4", has a shutout on the season, 5.27 goals against. This is a solid goaltender for any team around here, let alone a high school club, one of the top goaltenders in the league right now.
Right, and there you go, right? When you talk about Western stringing together wins, you got to score goals, but you got to keep goals out of the net too, and Vaughn Lawson's done just that.
Let's talk about players to watch. Number 81, Nick Sisti. This is one of those lineup changes that we're talking about. Guy's been here for 5 games. He's got 11 points on the season. After 5 games is all he's been here.
And I was going to say, do not adjust your sets. If you know Nick Sisti at home and you've seen him play, you're probably saying, wow, he's played all season, only has 11 points. No, he's only been here for 5 games and has 11 points. So no shock there that he's putting up big numbers in just a few games.
On the other side of the net, on the other side of the ice in net, Caden Auk, 8-1-2-1, 4.83. That's a respectable goals against average in high school hockey, and this is a kid who's going to put up for them tonight.
Yeah, Caden's they're gonna have to ride him, tonight and tomorrow potentially. But yeah. Having seen Auk throughout the year, Caden's a great goalie, athletic, and can make a multitude of different saves. And, to have that record, obviously he's made a lot of them.
And then we'll talk players to watch on the other side. Brody Leonard. We a lot of times we're going to talk Nico Petroniotis. This is an all-star kid, 18U AAA type guy. But Brody Leonard, we're talking 40 points here. And what's incredible about this kid is he's somebody who's always involved in the action there, no penalty minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it, right? Yeah, putting up those kind of numbers and driving play, but doing it cleanly. Not getting involved in any of the extracurriculars or letting any of that get into his game. Yeah, it's similar to Catholic in that the Predators have, a handful of guys that you're like, you got to mark them when they're out there. They can put up big numbers, and Brody Leonard's one of them.
Starting for the Mustangs up front, it's going to be Nick Sisti, Nathan Pownell, Thomas Valerio back on D, Dylan Richardson, and Ethan Creange. On the other side, the 5 are going to be Joshua Folks, Brody Leonard, Aiden Foltz up front with Raiden Kiger and Whit Fletcher. Last time we had a Friday Night Lights with the Central Predators, Whit Fletcher makes that Tom Brady pass across the ice over the netting. We'll see what we get out of him tonight.
Yeah, maybe more of the same. Who knows? Never know what can happen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get down to the calling of the lineups, the national anthem, and we will be back right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Game 2. Western Mustangs take on the Central Predators. Semifinals. One of these two teams heading off to play the Charlotte Catholic Cougars tomorrow night.
Yeah, whichever one it is, it's going to be a great game, I'm sure. As we said, these are the 2 and the 3 seeds, so we'll see how this one unfolds. We had a good one in the last game until we didn't, I guess. It was 1-1 after one, and then Catholic started to do their thing as they've done to a lot of teams this year, and score got away from them. But we'll see if the Predators can return serve or if this is going to be a dogfight till the end.
Ref checking with the goalies. Puck is down and game 2 underway. Predators win the faceoff. Kept pushed down into the Predator zone by Nick Sisti. Kept in at the blue line by the Mustangs. Folks and Sisti down in the corner. Folks comes up with possession. Unable to clear. Puck kept in by Pownell out at the blue line. Sisti with possession out. Played to Creange by the Mustangs. Creange through the neutral zone. Takes it to the slot. Beats Kiger's shot. That goes wide near side. Sisti, top of the faceoff circle. Takes it out to the blue line. Drops it down for Pownell. Pownell beats his own guy out into the neutral zone.
That's one way to reset things.
Puck taken away out in front. Shia Varelli, a little back and forth. That's going to get the whistle for the offside. 13:51 left to play in the first.
Yeah, so our players to watch head off there is, Nick Sisti for Western and Brody Leonard for the Predators. They were out against each other there, but Predators come back with another strong line here on their side.
Puck played to Chula down in the near side half wall. Little back and forth through the middle there. Puck's loose down low. That gets sent out to the blue line for Aginski. Aginski plays it down to Petroniotis. Shot. That goes wide. Kept in by Holdenrid out at the blue line. She plays that down to Petroniotis. Out in front, Fox looked like he wanted to take a shot at it. That's taken away by Gustafson.
Yeah, lively rebound.
Anderson.
Lively rebound. Fox just couldn't get to it.
Richardson, he gets that peeled by Petroniotis. Little back and forth there. That's going to get a hand up for a penalty as Boudreau gets slammed to the ground.
Yeah, Petroniotis, I think he was definitely engaged by Boudreau. I think a little frustration there, if nothing else, as they were riding down the wall. But
looks like that was an offside call. No penalty on that.
Well, yeah, that's interesting because I thought there was going to be a penalty for the body slam, but I guess not.
Chula gets that taken away. Richardson tries to take a shot. That's knocked down by Chula as Richardson sends it down low for Morrow. Just out of reach of Morrow. Aginski plays it to Chula. Chula centers one up, taken away by Anderson. Anderson takes it down low. He'll take that back behind the net. Looks to center one up for Morrow. Knocked away by Petroniotis. Petroniotis to Fox. Back to Petroniotis. He's coming with speed, far side. It's taken away by Boudreau. Peeled by Fox. Fox takes that down into the far side corner. Centered up for Petroniotis. Chula down low. Puck's loose. And Lawson will cover that for the whistle. 12:31 left to play.
Yeah, well done there to get the cover and take the whistle, but Predators on it early, thought, kind of a loose play here that ended up as a turnover, but Western couldn't do much with it, and then it was off to the races again with the Predators. So here comes Brody Leonard on this draw.
Face-off won by the Mustangs. They'll clear that out. And a nice job by Hutchins. Makes a run, sends it across the center. Played out to the blue line. Down low, in front. Knocked away. Fletcher down in the near side corner. That gets chipped up. Right back down into the corner. Back behind the net. Folks plays that out looking for Leonard. Puck goes down into the far side corner. Taken away by Connell. He wraps that around the backside of the net. Puck kept in at the blue line by Fletcher. Gives possession back to the Mustangs. Back around the net. Chen.
Good stick.
Taken away by in front by Leonard. Leonard takes a shot that's kicked away by Lawson.
Yeah, I was going to say good stick there by Brody Leonard to come up with that one.
Out to the half wall. Duncan. He's unable to clear it as that's taken away by Shia Varelli. Around the backside of the net. Fletcher pinches in down at the half wall. Taken away by Pownell. Kept in by Leonard at the blue line as he drops that back down low. Asher Chen comes up with it back behind the net. He's looking to break out through the middle. He's got Pownell. Pownell makes a move, makes a second move. Pass Shia Varelli, pass Leonard. Look to play it out to Duncan. Taken away by Fletcher. Fletcher gets mixed up with Sisti. Somebody's getting called for something here.
They're both going to go.
Looks like it's going to be a pair of penalties. Nick Sisti and Whit Fletcher.
Yeah, I think they got inadvertently tied up. Sisti's stick got wedged up under the arm of Fletcher. The two of them kind of wrangled each other to the ice, and the ref said, you know what, I've seen enough. You two can go cool it for a minute, or 2 minutes to be exact, and so it goes.
Looks like it's going to be a hook and a high stick, and we'll stay 5-on-5.
Yep. So that'll be 2 and a whistle, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
2
so,
and a whistle.
You know, I'm sure the Western, or the Predators will take that trade because you keep Nick Sisti on the in the box for 2 minutes here.
Aiden Foltz gets that taken away by Valerio. Comes back up with possession. Aiden Foltz still has it. Down for Schiavarelli. And the Mustangs come the other way with Anderson on the slot. He shoots. That gets tipped up over the glass into the netting. 10:49. If you have ever served a 2 and a whistle penalty, without fail, the end the whistle is always longer than the penalty.
Correct. That's what I was going to say. You'll take that trade because I would imagine that both guys are going to be in the box for 2 minutes plus. But I was just going to say before that, not a lot of clean looks for either club so far. A lot of traffic, not exactly the cleanest game, at least in terms of getting good looks at the net. We'll see if that holds.
Face-off won by the Mustangs. Shot just goes wide.
Yeah, it was a rocket. Just went wide of the net.
Petroniotis, he's got Fox inside. Takes it on his backhand. Forward, shoots. That goes wide in front of the net.
Good move. Tried to go far post. Just missed it.
Tied up at the half wall, far side. Kyle Fox with possession. Makes a move inside. Rips a shot that doesn't get very far. Petroniotis just doesn't get enough stick on it. Centers one up for Fox. That's taken away. Kyle Fox with possession. He gets that taken away, and the Mustangs come opposite direction. Gustav Anderson, top of the circle, makes a move inside towards the slot. That's sticked away by Reagan Avila. Near side at the half wall. Avila. Pownell gets it to Anderson. Back to Pownell. Pownell has an opportunity for a shot inside. That gets sticked away by Fox. Krianj comes up with possession. He has a man offside. He goes ahead and plays that deep down into the Predator zone. 9:35 left to play in the first. Stretch pass for Fox. Taken away by Bannon down in the Mustang zone. Bannon chips it off the glass. Knocked down by Petroniotis. He's alone inside. Bannon does a nice job getting a stick on it as he makes his way through the slot. Petroniotis centers one up looking for Fox. That goes wide behind the net.
Yeah, similar to what we said in the last game, I found Predators right now maybe look to use the point some. A lot of traffic down low. Go back to the point and work the high to low game.
Puck played out. Mustangs coming through the neutral zone. Auk steps out to play it, looking for Lavic. Kyle Fox comes up with possession in the neutral zone. Big stick by Ryan Hutchins knocks that away. Shot down low, kicked away by Auk.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about Auk is when he makes a decision to play the puck, he sticks with it. He's quick with that decision, and he will commit to it, which, you know, some goalies will get caught in between. Caden Auk's not one of them.
Aginski through the neutral zone. Aginski to Leonard, shoots, and Lawson grabs that one for the whistle. 8:32 left to play. And for those having to make a tough choice tonight on which game to watch, do not worry. We will be bringing you the scores as the Carolina Hurricanes lead 2-0 over the Vegas Knights. Goals by Ehlers both times. Nick Sisti through the slot on his backhand. He goes and takes a shot that's knocked up over the glass by Fletcher. 8:20 left to play in the first.
Yeah, it's hard not to have an eye on both games at this point. But we're professionals here. We'll stick with the action on the ice that's right in front of us.
Face-off won by the Predators. Played up to Aiden Foltz. Pass to Sisti. Sisti turns it around in the slot. Plays it down for Cole Boudreau. Boudreau puts it on his backhand. That's taken away by Aiden Foltz. Boudreau, nice stick. knocks that away. Sisti comes up with possession. Sisti through the slot and traffic. He'll take that down back behind the backside of the net. Centers one up, looking for Pownow, doesn't get enough stick on it. Quick shot, shoots and scores! Cole Boudreau! 1-0 Western.
Well, I just talked about it for the Predators, and the Western Mustangs just took advantage of that. Puck comes back around and ends up getting back out to the point, and here comes the rip. You'll see it right here. Sisti, a little look what I found here. I think he was trying to center it to one of the two players down low, but it comes all the way out to Boudreau, who just rips it and fires it. Makes no mistake, and it's 1-0.
Looking for Pownell, Nathan Pownell right in front, doesn't get enough stick on it, but the puck fortunately rolls out to the blue line. Boudreau's got plenty of traffic in front and a shot where Auk can't see it.
Yeah, and it just, I'm not sure he ever saw it cleanly because it looked like he didn't react. If he did, he reacted late. But I was just about to say, too, Nick Sisti, one thing about him is great hands, but he's also a passer. He will look to make a pass. He won't necessarily, some guys will hold on the puck and try to do it all themselves. Nick Sisti tries to set up his teammates a lot. He's a playmaker, not just a goal scorer.
For those that do play EA Sports, that is how we would label the playmaker.
Yes, correct. I think his rating would be pretty high as well, although I'm not going to get into that because people at home, guys get really particular about their rating. So
Mustangs clear the zone. Fletcher comes up with it. He sends that one down, kicked aside by Lawson. Dangerous area, quick shot.
Ooh.
Sound like that got the post there on the shot from Aiden Foltz.
Low post, tried to go against the green there and just got the post.
Big save by Lawson.
Western's still doing a good job of not letting the Predators have a lot of clean entries or looks in the offensive zone, at least not yet.
Puck out to Fletcher, hands up for a penalty. Auk skates to the bench for the sixth skater. Puck kept in by Folks. Folks down to Petroniotis, shot off the side of Lawson.
Western, they'll touch it up finally.
And that will get the whistle. With 6:18 left to play in the first, Central Predators will go on their first power play of the evening.
So we'll see how this goes. They are rolling at a 40% clip, as we talked about in our last game, tied with Catholic for best power play in the league this year. So this would be a time to deliver.
Looks like penalty will be Gustav Anderson, 2 minutes for tripping. And again, we talked about it, 40% for the Predators, 76% kill for the Mustangs.
Which is, middle of the road in the league this year, but 76%, you'd like to see it around 80, 82, but, still that's not terrible.
Puck back behind the net. Shot by Foltz. Gets tipped up over the top. Petroniotis plays that out to Leonard at the blue line. Back down to Petroniotis at the half wall. Tries to toe drag it through. Shot knocked down by Lawson. Puck's loose. Kicked out to the near side corner.
Yeah, puck was there for a minute. Nobody could get to it. Aginski's got it up high now, though, for the Preds.
Aginski to Foltz. Down low for Petroniotis. Petroniotis turns it around. Far side corner. He's all by himself there. Centering pass looking for Fox. Lawson lays out. Puck cleared, not out of the zone, but out of the crease. Back to Leonard. Quick shot just misses from Foltz down in the near side corner. Another shot kicked away by Lawson. Aginski across to Leonard. Looking for Foltz, sticked away by Creonge. Foltz takes it around the backside. Out to Leonard at the blue line. 45 seconds left in the power play. Tipped in front, that goes wide.
Yeah, a lot of possession, not a lot of high dangers yet for the Preds.
Unable to clear the zone. Preds keep it in. Shot from a sharp angle by Fox. That doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
Petroniotis down to the far side corner. Mustangs come up with possession. Unable to clear the zone. Across to Foltz. Foltz drops it down low for Petroniotis. Sticked away by Creonge again. Petroniotis wins that race down into the corner. Petroniotis to the top of the faceoff circle. Out to the blue line. Drops it for Leonard. Aginski takes a shot that goes off the side of the net. Predators with possession. 4 seconds left in the power play. And successful kill for the Mustangs as Anderson comes out. Fox backhand inside. Puck's loose back behind the net. Bunch of digging, shooting, little mix-up, extracurriculars in front of the net. That'll get the whistle. 4:02 left to play. And update on the game with 6:23 left in the first period. Shea Theodore scores for the Vegas Knights, making it 2-1 Hurricanes. Puck down low for Chula. Little back and forth, and Mustangs clear the zone. Pownell, he shoots, that goes wide, near side. Petroniotis, one-on-one, makes a move, he's by himself, hooked, shoots and scores. Nico Petroniotis, it's 1-1.
Yeah, you're right. I thought he definitely got it on the hands there as he was going by, but was able to hold on to the puck there. Actually took a stick in the midsection, so fought it off, though, and was able to finish. So just like that, 1-1, kind of like our first game.
Nico Petroniotis, another one of those big goal scorers. 57 points on the season for this guy. Just a big body that can just move through traffic if he needs to.
I was just about to say, a big body that can just shield guys off. You know, he doesn't really have to hit, and in high school you really can't. But he can just, you saw it there. I mean, he had a stick in the midsection, turned, and just basically rode that one all the way down and finished it off. Was able to fight it off. So big body, strong guy. And like you said, can fill it up.
Stretch pass looking for Pownell there, just out of reach. That'll get the whistle for the icing. 2:53 left to play in the first period.
Yeah, so the Preds are going to come out. Leonard take this draw here. Offensive zone faceoff. Late in the period.
Faceoff won by the Predators. Quick shot. Looks like that got tipped up over the glass. Looked like Leonard tried to play that to himself forward and get a quick shot off.
Yep.
Faceoff won by the Predators to Aginski. Aginski shoots. Lawson covers that one for the whistle.
Yeah, guys kind of backed out, or the Mustangs backed out after the faceoff win there. Aginski had a lot of space. He was able to walk it and find a shooting lane, but Lawson gloved that down cleanly.
Faceoff won by the Predators again. Aginski takes another shot, knocked down in front by Lawson. Puck kept in by Holden right at the blue line.
Good keep there.
Chiavarelli tries to take a shot as he gets possession back behind the net, taken away by Chen. Asher Chen through the slot, sticked away by Holdenred. Quick shot in. Doesn't get a lot of stick on it from the shot on Hutchins. Alk able to cover that one for the whistle. 2:17 left to play.
Yeah, one that could easily fool you, though. Kind of a little knuckle puck change up there, but Alk was out on top of his crease and able to smother that one.
Faceoff won by the Predators. Shot in. Alk gloves that one down easily for the whistle. 2:12. Face-off in the Predator zone just to the left of Alk. That's won by Leonard out to Holdenrid. She plays it up the wall looking for Foltz. Leonard with a little help gets that to Foltz. Foltz, he's got Chiavarelli inside. That's sticked away to the near side corner. Nice stick by Chen as he takes that away. Chen plays that out to Anderson. Anderson, top of the circle, puts it on his backhand. Centers one up, looking for Richardson. It's out in front, puck's loose. And Aginski comes up with possession as the clock rolls past 1:40. Chiavarelli to Leonard. Leonard takes a shot knocked down by Lawson. Richardson through the middle. He gets that peeled by Leonard. 3-on-1. Another defenseman comes off to give a little help. Leonard tries to take a shot. That goes wide to the far side, back behind the net. Anderson comes up with possession for the Mustangs. Up to Creonge. Creonge makes a move to the inside. He'll take that back behind the net. Tries to wrap one, comes through the crease.
Nice job waiting him out by...
Shot by Pownell, goes off the skate of Liam Morrow, knocks that down. Predators able to push that back out into the neutral zone. 53 seconds left in the first period. Shy of Varelli through the middle to Petroniotis. Quick shot.
Oh,
double shot.
On rebound. Good save off the pad by Lawson. Comes right back out to Petroniotis, and he pots that one. See this here off the pad.
Just backhands it right past the skate on the right side there, and just like that, it's 2-1 with 46 seconds left in the first period.
And I was going to say, down here at the other end, nice job by Auk to wait out Creonge. And when he committed to the wraparound, he got across and got a piece of that to keep it out. I think Creonge thought he had it there and was going to be able to tuck it home, but Auk got across. And did so without taking the net off its pegs, which I know, Caden pushes off the post a lot, and the net will come off at times too, but kept the net on the pegs, so the ref didn't have to say anything to him tonight. I know that was a conversation topic last night between he and the ref in the game.
Some will say it's technique, others will call it strategy.
Yeah, it probably depends on what color jersey you're wearing.
Puck pushed down by Fletcher down into the Mustang zone. He'll mix it up with Pownell. Gets it up to Sisti. 14 seconds left to play. Sisti coming with speed. On the backhand. Quick shot knocked away by Auk.
Yeah, shut it down. Tried to go 5-hole at Sisti. Thought he had it, and Auk shut it down.
3 seconds. Valerio tries to center one up. Just not enough time, and that's how we'll end the first period.
So,
all right.
Tight.
It's a good game. Yeah. Shots on goal say there's a little lean. It is 2-1, though. This is anybody's game right now. After one, Central Predators lead 2-1 over the Western Mustangs. We'll be back right after this short break. You're watching Friday Night Lights. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Period 2. Western Mustangs take on the Central Predators. Predators lead 2-1. Face-off won by the Predators. Aginski takes it back into his own zone. He's being pressed by Sisti. Played out to Petroniotis. He loses possession there as Pownell takes that away. Puck comes out to Kyle Fox. Fox drops that for Petroniotis. Petroniotis forehand, backhand, shot in front. Shula just doesn't get enough stick on it. Lawson able to cover that off long enough for the whistle.
Yeah, it's a similar play. Well, not in terms of how it developed, but a similar spot where Chula tried to play it with a stick. And, we saw McAuliffe play one out of the air and blade one in. Not so lucky was Chula there, but right idea. Petroniotis saw him at the last second and tried to find him on the back door.
Face off in the Mustang zone to the right of Lawson. Down through the middle. Puck kept in by Aginski at the blue line. Plays it down to Chula. Chula back out to Aginski. Aginski takes a shot in. That just goes wide past the skate of Lawson. Chula back out to Aginski. Aginski hard off the board. Puck's loose down in front. Fox comes up with possession. Gets it to Petroniotis at the half wall. Petroniotis out to the blue line. Shot inside. That high over the top of the net. Aginski keeps it in at the half wall near side. Plays it down low for Chula. Looking back for Aginski. Taken away by Anderson. Anderson near side with speed. Got Richardson on the inside to the slot. Shoots, knocked away by Auk to the near side.
Yeah, Auk took a look over his shoulder. I'm not sure if he was looking to see where the puck was behind the net or if he thought it got by him. Either way, he kept it out.
Puck kept in by Boudreau down at the half wall far side. Chipped out by Kiger to the far side corner. And Mustangs will come up with possession back behind their own net. Turned around by Bannon. Bannon skates back into the Preds player, looking for Anderson far side. Fletcher goes ahead, pitchforks that one in. Puck's taken by Boudreau. Boudreau to Anderson in the neutral zone. Anderson all by himself through 5 Predators there.
Got a penalty coming here. A hook. Behind the play.
Looks like it's going to be Kyle Fox for the hook, and that will put Western on their first power play of the game.
Yeah, we'll see what this, 19% is. It's okay. It's not 40% like the Predators and the Cougars, but we'll see what they can do with it here. Western, that is.
I will tell you the opposite side of that, though, is the 86% kill for the Predators. I mean, number 2 in the league. Surprisingly, the number 1 team in the league with the kill is the Eastern Bulldogs at almost 90%.
So you're saying Eastern was good at least something this season. And I say that as someone whose kid is on the team. So if you're listening at home, I kid lovingly.
Sisti with possession. Takes it down to the far side faceoff circle. Plays it out for Bannon. That gets taken away by Leonard. Leonard tries to take a shot. That's knocked down in front by Bannon. Bannon plays it to Sisti.
Good eat there by Bannon. That was Leonard was definitely shooting to score there. You don't want to give up a shorty.
Sisti gets the puck taken away by Aginski. He plays it to Fletcher. Fletcher makes a move, and he's able to send it all the way down to clear that. 50 seconds left in the Mustangs power play. Stretch pass almost taken away by Leonard again there.
Got to be careful. That would have been a serious grade A had Leonard come up with that.
Pownell plays it back behind the net for Anderson, near side half wall. Anderson drops that for Creonge. Creonge goes to take a shot right into the leg of Leonard. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Creonge picking up some speed, coming through the neutral zone. He's got Pownell inside. Creonge by himself. Just loses it. Puck kept in by Sisti. Sisti to the slot. Sisti shoots. That goes up over the top of the net. Shia Varelli plays it to himself. He's got Fox out of the net. It's 2 on goalie. Big stick by Creonge.
Great job getting back on the back check. Otherwise, I'm not saying that was a sure goal, but going to be a great chance.
Puck through the middle. Toe drag shot by Pownell. That goes wide. Puck kept in at the half wall. Shot wide again. Morrow steps up. She doesn't get enough of it. Foltz shoots up over the top of the net.
Yeah, great shot. Just got a little too under it.
Puck played up to Shia Varelli. Plays it down low for himself. Down into the corner. Toe drag through the middle. Shot by Fox. It's knocked away by Lawson. Fox takes the puck away from Pownell. Taken by Richardson. Asher Chen through the middle. Kyle Fox takes it away again.
Here we go.
Richardson to the corner. Fox sticks lift, takes it away. Centers one up for Shia Varelli. Knocked up. Lawson will go ahead, put the glove on that for the whistle. 9:45 left to play in the second period.
Yeah, don't blame him there. Just take the whistle, settle things down here a little bit, let your guys regroup. A couple of loose plays in the neutral zone led to some odd man rushes there for the Predators. So See if the Mustangs can win a draw.
Face off in the Mustang zone. Stick side of Lawson. Quick shot inside. Lawson gets the glove on that.
Yeah, Chula looks up at the ceiling. He's had a couple of chances here.
Luke Chula plays with the 16U Queen City Royals. This is a guy who's got 17 goals, 9 assists on the season, so he's in the 20s on points. Quick shot.
Yeah.
Lawson gloves that one down. And the kid's on a 10-game point streak right now for this club.
Yeah, hey, I mean, listen, I think the other thing, too, is when you watch these guys play, the line he's on, if you just go to the right places, guys like Petroniotis, even when they miss, you just clean up the trash, as they say, pot the rebounds, and I'm not saying that's what he's done to get that many goals, but if you do that, you can make a pretty good living.
Petroniotis back behind the net, plays it out to Holdenrid. Holdenrid back to Petroniotis. Top of the face-off circle. Looked across, taken away by Anderson, 2-on-1. Anderson just can't get enough stick on it. Had Valerio wide open backside. Inside, Creon shoots, knocked down in front. Second opportunity. Shot doesn't make it to the net. A lot of Predators' bodies getting in the way.
This Chula again. Yeah, tried to sidestep a man, couldn't quite come up with it.
Petroniotis across, looking for Connor Oliver, just didn't see it coming behind him, lost an edge there as Creonge comes up with it. 3-on-2 rush coming for the Mustangs. Creonge through the slot, far side face-off circle, tries to center one up, looking for Anderson, that's taken away. Centering pass loose out in front.
Yeah, not sure that ever got to Auk, but either way it stayed out.
Little back and forth through the middle. Chula comes up with it, gets it to Petroniotis. Petroniotis, top of the faceoff circle, shoots, kicked away by Lawson.
Yeah, good save there.
Holdenrid with possession. She'll come up, reset. Looks to chip it through the middle. That's taken away by Creonge. Creonge makes a move. 4-on-2 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, you'd like to make a move sooner there if you're the Mustangs. Shots are getting a little away from right now, 22-7.
Cleared by Oliver out into the Mustang zone. Centering pass right off the boot of Petroniotis. Big save by Lawson. Vaughn Lawson wide open backside. Petroniotis stands in front of him like, did you really do that?
All he could do was smile at him. He's like, that's one of those you just tip your cap to the goalie because that's a great save right on the doorstep and just gets across and gloves that out of midair. Nice save by Vaughn Lawson. I mean, that was unbelievable, especially considering who it was on, a guy that doesn't miss many of those.
Chiavarelli centers one. Knocked down by Sisti. Sisti's got it in the far side corner. Met by Chiavarelli. He pushes it down into the near side corner. Bannon able to clear that one out into the neutral zone. Fletcher puts his hands up. He doesn't want any problems from the stripes there. Chiavarelli, quick shot. Big glove by Lawson again for the save. 7 minutes left to play in the second.
Yeah, dropped the stick and put the hands up too, like I did nothing. So really sold the, hey, that wasn't a hook, I promise.
Some will say that is the first sign of guilt.
Yeah.
Face-off won by the Predators. Quick shot that just goes wide. Dangerous as it bounces off the back of the boards there. Pownell through the middle. He gets that taken away by Foltz. Foltz, far side corner. Looks to play it out to Leonard. Leonard keeps possession. He's got Foltz down low. Quick shot knocked out in front. Ooh. Loose and in front. Chiavarelli just goes wide.
Yeah, everything but a goal there for the Predators. I was just about to say we haven't said Brody Leonard's name in a while, and he comes up with a couple of chances.
Deadpan backside, shoots and scored.
Yeah, that was a nifty play there. Brody Leonard, who was just talking about him, makes a move, draws 2 men to him, lays it back across. Nick Sisti tries to get there, but couldn't get there in time. And Foltz is able to just sweep that one home.
And it is 3-1.
Eerily similar to our first game. This is about the time when
where
Catholic,
it went off the wheel.
Yeah, Catholic made it 3-1, and then things got a little shaky. It's crazy how similar these two games have been.
Chen not done here. He takes a shot. Kicked away by Auk. Anderson has possession. He's met by Leonard down in the corner. Leonard comes up with it. Kept in at the blue line by the Mustangs. Anderson at the slot. Richardson, he takes a shot. Auk able to cover that one for the whistle.
Yeah, good save there.
5:54 left to play in the second period.
Western's got to find a way here. We talked about it in our first game with the Natterjacks. Western in a similar spot. Need to find a way to get a goal here. You don't want to give Predators too many more good looks at it.
Puck across the front of the goaltender, kept in by Anderson at the half wall. Shot, knocked down in front. Auk lays out, sells the farm for it, and makes the save for the whistle.
Yeah, he'll do that at times. He gets out, and I think he knew he played it, went out so far to play it. He had to dive on it just to make sure. Otherwise, if that one gets to a Mustang stick, he's lost the net at that point.
Face-off won by the Predators. Aginski pushes it back behind the net to Foltz. Plays it back to Aginski. Little back and forth there as Aginski and Anderson meet up. Aginski wins that battle, plays it up, looking for Leonard. Foltz. Foltz, top of the face-off circle, near side. He's got Chiavarelli inside. Puck's taken away by Chen. Chiavarelli. Chen. Chen bodies up with Chiavarelli.
Good stick by Leonard.
Leonard sticks that away from Anderson. Back down to Chiavarelli, near side corner. Backhand, forehand, and Lawson able to cover that one for the whistle. Dangerous play down in the Mustang zone.
Yeah, that's Leonard on display right there. A lot of guys get down there on the backhand and they commit there, but he's so good with his hands. Even in that tight of a space, he's able to turn it over and get something on it with the forehand. But Lawson, on top of his crease, they're able to snuff that out.
Face-off won by the Mustangs. Richardson able to clear that one out. Puck sent back in by Fletcher. Creonge and the Mustangs will reset. Chula gives chase, then met by Fox and Petroniotis. Creonge, speed, near side. He tries to take a shot that's knocked down in front. Puck, shot, kicked away by Auk.
Oh, Petroniotis, oh, there it goes.
Petroniotis, here he comes, one-on-one. Far side, he shoots. Stick by Anderson, dangerous out in front. 3 Predators down low. Another shot, big save by Lawson.
Yeah, good challenge. Lawson gets out there. I think he got a piece of it with maybe the paddle, but either way, he keeps it out.
Hutchings, near side. He'll turn it around in the corner. Drops it for Richardson, taken away by Kyle Fox.
Oh,
big save by Lawson there, but help from Creonge on the stick on the back check.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in our first game as well, right, with Hancock. You need help from your teammates there. You get that first save, you need somebody else to get there and also clean it up. So
quick shot inside, tipped in front by Chula, knocked down by Lawson. Back behind the net. Mustangs just hoping to clear it, and it's a 2-on-1. Creonge, he's got help inside. He looks to take a shot, knocked down by Fletcher. Second shot goes up over the top of the net. Chula, sticked away by Pownell. Pownell wins it at the half wall. He's going to turn it around. 3 minutes left to play in the second. Not sure if he was looking for Valerio there or just to get rid of it, get it out of the zone. Bannon takes it down into the near side corner. Out to Anderson at the blue line. Anderson across to Creonge. Creonge takes the shot, kicked away. Auk and comes back across for the second shot for the save. 2:31 left to play in the second.
Yeah, nice job there by Auk. He's able to, again, get out on top of the blue there and absorb that chance. So Not a lot of rebounds for the Mustangs to cash in either.
2:30 left to play in the second. So far, only one goal from the Predators so far in the second period. If you look at the disparity of their second period scoring, they've put up 53 goals so far in the second period to their opponent's 29. Just as I'm speaking, here comes Leonard.
I thought we were going to make you eat your words there, or prove you to be quite the prophet.
Quick shot, knocked down in front by Auk, goes ahead, covers it up for the whistle. 2 minutes even left to play. Shots on net, 31-13 in favor of Central, so right about that 3-1 mark that the score says.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say the Mustangs have done a good job of is the back check has been impressive. They've been able to get back, like right there is a great example, Brody Leonard, and all alone if you don't get back desperately and challenge that, and they've been doing that. So hanging in, they need to get Nick Sisti going here, maybe find a couple of quality chances for him.
Inside, wide open shot for Pownell, 5 feet out, misses wide to the far side. Sisti takes it at the half wall, crosses it up for Bannon. Bannon centers one up for Sisti. He shoots. That's kicked aside by Auk.
Yeah, got it with the backhand there, but Auk was ready for it.
Sisti takes possession, tries to play it back behind the net again. That's taken away. Back to Sisti. Sisti takes a shot, knocked away by Auk.
Yeah, Auk again, out high, challenging, cutting down the angles. So nice job there. Nothing easy for the Mustangs right now.
Pownell to Sisti. Sisti across. Sisti finally finds it, shoots and scores. It's 3-2.
Yeah, they gave him a little bit of room, and he's able to walk it across. And talking about great hands, we talked about it earlier with his passing, but watch him here. He just waits him out. And, for Auk there, unless you go for the poke check, there's really no way to stop that. He waited him out and tucked it, and just like that, a one-goal game.
Again, we talk Sisti. I mean, he just joins this team 4 games ago. He's on a 5 games ago. He's on a 5-game goal streak now with that score right there. And he's been a difference maker. This team's on a win streak. They're in the quarterfinal or the semifinals now, and they're making a run to play for tomorrow.
Yeah, he's as advertised for sure. And that was a huge goal for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is it gets us back to a 1-goal game.
Petroniotis looking to change things up. He wraps it around right across the line. Again, we've seen a couple of those today. Yeah, out to the blue line, kept in by Fletcher.
Lost the
Prianjan Petroniotis back behind the net, centering pass, looking for Fox, knocked down by Lawson. Looking for a chip over the top. All sorts of high sticks. Go ahead and blow it. There it is. 43 seconds left to play in the second period for the high stick.
Catch our breath there. Petroniotis did everything but score there. He didn't roll his wrist over or lost the handle, one or the other. Either way, it went across the blue and out. Predators lucky it's not 4-2 at this point.
That's 2 pucks we've seen roll right across that line right there tonight. Face-off down in the Predator zone, won by the Predators. Fletcher will go ahead and wrap that back behind the net. Lavic looking up for Fox. Fox able to get a strong stick on that, up to Petroniotis. Petroniotis near side with speed, got one to beat. Double taps in front, puck's loose. Another attempt kicked away by Lawson. Petroniotis, far side corner, plays it for Fox. Back to Petroniotis, shot down low. Fox has it, playing it off the net to Petroniotis, kicked away again by Lawson.
Just keep shooting it from the sharp angles there. Hopefully it'll go in at some point.
Out to the blue line.
There we
down
go.
To Fox.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Lavic. Lavic just doesn't get a stick on it. That gets the buzzer. 30 minutes down. It is 3-2. Central Predators knocking on the door, and a welcome buzzer for the Mustangs on that.
Yeah, the Mustangs will take that one, saved by the buzzer in that case. But hey, they get out of there with making it a 1-goal game. So now this is where it looks a little different than our last game, right? They get out of the second, to your point earlier about how much damage the Predators have done to their opponents in the second. They get out of it even at 1-1. And so now you're in a one-shot hockey game going to the third, which, if you're the Mustangs, you'll take that, especially given the shot disparity.
All right, 30 minutes down, 15 left to go in the semifinals. One of these two teams will be playing against the Cougars tomorrow night. We'll be back right after the short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for period 3, 15 minutes left to go. Central Predators lead 3-2 over the Western Mustangs. And for those waiting for an update, Vegas Knights just tied it up 2-2 off of the goal from Ivan Barbashev ties it up for the Vegas Golden Knights. 2-2 in the second period. Quick shot by Petra Neotis. That goes up over the top of the net. Mustangs come up with possession at the half wall. Played it up to Valerio, just out of reach. Puck goes all the way down into the Predator zone. Aginski resets things back behind the net, looking up for Leonard. Leonard, top of the faceoff circle. He takes a shot that's knocked away by Lawson. Foltz tries to get a shot off. That's taken away by Cale Connell. He's unable to clear. Aginski keeps it in. Shot down low. Petroniotis looked like he wanted to get a tip in front, just doesn't get any stick on it as he wraps that back around the backside of the net for Leonard. Leonard keeps the puck in at the blue line, little back and forth. That goes up into the bench for the whistle. 13:42 left to play in the matchup. Faceoff will come down in the Mustang zone just to the left of Lawson. And that's won by the Mustangs. Nice grab there by Anderson. It's a race. He's got one to beat. He's got Sisti inside. Big stick by Caden Auk comes out to get it. Centering pass. That's taken away by Chula.
Good poke check by Auk. I said it earlier. He'll commit to it. He doesn't hesitate, and he didn't there. Great poke check.
Chula takes a shot. That goes wide. Anderson comes up with it at the blue line. Met by Kyle Fox. Boudreau gets that puck to Pownell. Nice stretch pass across, looking for Anderson. Anderson gets that taken away by Shia Varelli to Chula. Chula takes a shot. Big glove by Lawson as he was going the wrong way.
Yeah, tried to reverse the flow. Not sure that would have been on net, but good glove save by Lawson nonetheless.
Face-off won by the Predators. Inside, Chula takes a shot. That goes wide to the far side. Anderson able to clear that one out, unable to reach Sisti. Little back and forth as Pownell comes up with it. 3-on-2. Pownell, top of the circle. Keeps possession. Pass Hollerin inside, Anderson! And Auk, no. Auk closes the legs on it.
Yeah, it was there. It was laying there, and Auk's able to squeeze it. Jumps out in front. The puck had squeaked through, and he's able to closes the legs there. The old
yeah, you can't see it, but it was puck was definitely there between the legs.
Yeah, Anderson's there a split second earlier, and we've got ourselves a 3-3 game.
Face-off won by the Predators. Aginski turns that around on Sisti. Gets it up to Foltz.
Yeah, tried to spring Leonard there, but just a little too far.
Wrapped around the backside. Pownell swings at it, looking for Sisti. Taken away by Aginski of the Predators. Aginski got help inside. Shot doesn't make it. Petroniotis met by Sisti down low. Puck goes around the backside of the net. Richardson. It's taken away by Aiden Foltz. To Leonard. Leonard looking for Foltz inside.
Yeah, just had it just a little off on the passing there. Not tape to tape, not as crisp. And Foltz couldn't come up with it.
Preds looking to stretch one out. That gets taken away by Ethan Creange. Plays it up for Sisti. Got Kiger to beat. Sisti's inside. Sticked away by Aginski to the far side corner. Sisti back inside. Toe drag. Left, right. Backhand just misses.
Yeah, forced him back the other way, and he just lost the handle. I think it rolled on him at the last second. He couldn't get it on net.
Aginski plays that hard off the glass. That one goes all the way down for the icing. 11-18 left to play.
And I was just about to say before that play developed for Sisti, if you're the Predators, you got to be careful because they're looking to stretch so many of these plays. A guy like Sisti rolls back through the neutral zone, and now he's out the back door, and you got problems. And right there's a great example of that.
Face-off won by the Predators. Auk tries to play it out for Fultz. Little miscommunication there. Winds up in a dangerous area. He has to lay out for it.
Yeah, I think he just thought he'd put it on a tee for him and ended up hitting Fultz and bouncing right back out in front. So Caden Auk says, you know what, I'll just dive on it.
Face-off won by the Predators. Up to Leonard. Leonard through the middle meets Asia Green. That's taken away as Duncan unable to clear it. Quick shot, caught Lawson going the other way, misses high and wide to the far side. Puck dropped back down low by Leonard. Centering pass. Leonard comes back up with possession. Pass Morrow. Leonard takes it from Richardson, far side half wall. Plays it across for Folks. Folks takes a shot. That's gloved down by Lawson for the whistle. 10:32 left to play. And with 14:58 left in the second, Vegas Knights scores to make it 3-2 from Will Carlson. Similar to what we've got going on here at Extreme Ice.
Very similar.
Not sure what they are going for, but I believe the seats here are less expensive.
Yes, I would say so. And good seats still available from the looks of it.
Centering pass through the middle, knocked down by Bannon. He tries to wrap that one out. It's kept in by Kiger at the blue line. Looking up to Fox. Fox keeps possession through the slot. He turns it around at the face-off circle. Turns it back around, going down low. Drops it down for Chula, taken away by Bannon. Stick by Shia Varelli. Through the middle, plays it to Fox. Fox has Chula. Through the slot, kicked away by Boudreau. Chula on the forehand. He turns it around in the corner. Centers one up, got Shia Varelli. Big save by Lawson. Shoots and scores, finds him on the rebound.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Mustangs have done a great job of keeping this, somehow, some way a one-shot game.
Looks like a double touch by Shia Varelli right there.
That's what I saw as well.
Makes it 4-2
that's the
Central
second time
Predators.
That's happened, I think, tonight for him.
9:24 left to play in the matchup. Central Predators lead 4-2. Face-off won by the Predators. Aginski plays it up looking for Shia Varelli. It's knocked down by Pownell. Pownell through the slot. He shoots. That's sticked away by Auk.
Yeah, Auk has been here, done that. So with a 2-goal lead, he's just going to try to keep it simple. And Mustangs are going to have to put some pressure on him, which they've got the right unit out to do that right now.
Sisti to Pownell. Pownell shoots. That stick down in front.
Good shot. Not sure if it hit a stick on the way in. Just goes high and wide.
Anderson presses that down into the near side corner. Anderson kept off the puck by Holdenrid, does a nice job. Aginski plays that up to Petroniotis. Petroniotis has Anderson to beat, takes it around the backside of the net. And that's taken away by Sisti. Sisti met by Fultz. Back to Sisti coming through the middle. 3-on-2. Nick Sisti, top of the faceoff circle. Moves left, right, drags it through the middle. That just goes wide near side. Out to the half wall, near side, taken by Anderson. Sticked away by Leonard. Leonard pushes it through the neutral zone. Brody Leonard gets that taken away by Richardson. Sent out into the Pred zone. Aginski will get that reset as the Mustangs make a change.
Ooh, dangerous play there.
Aginski and Sisti lean in. Sisti gets the better of that. Here comes Creonge on the backhand behind the net. Drops a shot, doesn't make it to the net. Sisti taken away by Holdenrid. Holdenrid plays it out to Foltz near side. Foltz up to Leonard. Leonard makes a move to the inside. He's got Petroniotis outside. He takes a shot, knocked down by Lawson. Loose out in front, up to Sisti. Sisti, top of the circle, on the backhand. Moves it inside, tries to take a shot. That's caught up in the netting. That'll get the whistle for the stall. 7:29 left to play in the matchup. 4-2, Central Predators lead.
Sisti tried to catch Alk leaving the near post early. He thought he was going to sell the wraparound and then come back with a forehand and quick little tap back, but Alk didn't bite on it, stayed home, and Sisti was unable to finish and get it on net anyway. So
face off in the Predator zone just to the right of Alk. Fletcher does a nice job to keep possession of that. He brings it out of the zone. Fletcher, far side corner, plays it back behind the net. Mustangs come up with possession. Asher Chen taken away by Fletcher. Fletcher plays it out to Foltz. All the way across to the blue line to Leonard. Leonard plays it down low past Morrow. Leonard rips a shot. That doesn't make it in. Up over the glass. Looked like Asher Chen ate that one.
Stung by it, yeah. See, he flipped over. I thought he was going to pop back up, but he gets up holding that left leg a little bit gingerly as he skates off. So
6:57 left to play. Central Predators lead. Face-off down in the Mustang zone. That's won by the Predators. Mustangs able to push it out.
Good stick battle there.
Sisti met up with Raiden Kiger. Back to Sisti inside. He's all by himself. Another big stick by Fletcher. Sisti inside, kicked away by Alk. Gets it out to Fox.
Yeah, huge save by Alk there, down and out, but he's able to flash the left pad and gets a piece of it with the toe.
Nathan Pownell chips it back to Nick Sisti, far side. Sisti to Pownell. Pownell coming with speed, past Fletcher. He drops that down low back behind the net, keeps possession. And it's Chula. Chula all by himself, just loses an edge there.
Blows the tire on the way in.
Pownell comes back up with it. Another big stick by Raiden Kiger there. Prevents anything. 5:54 left to play. That gets the whistle.
Yeah, Alk just wisely takes the whistle there, melts that one down. Chula a little mad at himself.
Face-off won by the Predators. Taken away by Orscheid. He tries to center one up. Out to the blue line. Creonge, he rips a shot. Wow. Ethan Creonge shoots and scores. It's 4-3.
There you go. Just comes right off the half wall there. Steps through toe drag release and right over the shoulder of Alk. So seeing eye shot, perfectly placed. And here we go again. 4-3.
Shots on net, 40-23 in favor of Central. Lawson's played on his head tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Your job as the goalie is keep your team in, and he's done just that. And we're back to a one-shot game.
Puck played down low, looking for Leonard, taken away by Creonge down in the far side corner. Leonard comes up with it, plays it out to Folks. Folks drops one down low, looking for a stick on Petroniotis. Little back and forth through the middle. Looks like that's going to get a hook or a slash there, and it looks like the Mustangs are going to go back on the power play for the hook.
Yeah, the stick was up just long enough, and the ref spotted it. So even though who was that? Foltz maybe, I think is who went. Yeah, Foltz is in the box for the hook. He let go of the stick, but a little too late.
Face-off won by the Predators, kept in at the blue line, played down to Nick Sisti. Nick Sisti keeps possession at the circle, gets it to Pownell. Pownell turns it around, far side half wall, down to the corner. He's met by Aginski down in the near side corner.
And Aginski on the clear.
Unable to clear it. Bannon takes that away. Bannon down low looking for Anderson. Anderson inside, quick shot, big save.
Good save there.
Another shot, the backside, 4-4.
Yeah, Auk gets out there on top of it, gets a piece of it, but a big rebound comes right back out in front, and he can't find the handle quick enough to save the second one. Oh, and Pownell kicks it off his skate to himself and is unable to backhand it home. So here we go.
4:46 left to play. It's 4-4.
This has been a wild one, and we're not done yet.
Puck to the near side corner. Played to Creonge in the far side. Creonge tries to chip it out looking for Sisti. Taken away by Petroniotis. Quick shot in by Leonard. Petroniotis picks that up at the half wall. Plays it down low. Richardson back behind the net. He's met by Foltz. Gets that to Pownell. Foltz keeps the pressure on. Pownell turns it around. Plays it up to Anderson. Anderson able to break it out with space. Anderson into the Pred zone. Toe drag shoots. Big save by Auk.
Yeah, had Sisti. I thought he might try to go middle there, but he elected to shoot it. Auk shuts him down.
Brody Leonard coming with speed. He's got Petroniotis backside. Save by Lawson. Puck goes out into the neutral zone. Holdenrid plays that up for Foltz. Foltz through the middle. Bodies go down. Hands in the air.
We're going to get a call.
And it looks like the power play is going to come out for the Predators.
So here we go with 3:43 to go. This is what you would call a power play of consequence. And equally so, a penalty kill of consequence if you're the Mustangs.
.343 left to play, 4-4. Central Predators go on the power play.
Let's see here. The Western's not going to be shy about being aggressive on the kill.
Little back and forth there. Petroniotis comes with it.
This is the problem that you get stretched
Petroniotis,
out.
quick shot. Lawson guts that one up for the whistle. 3:21 left to play.
Yeah, I was just about to say, aggressive penalty kill is fine, but you don't want to get caught down low and then they break it out, and now all of a sudden it's odd man rush going the other way. So good job there by Lawson of smothering that before anything else could happen there on the back end.
Dangerous in front.
Wow, I think he got it.
Second, third shot. I don't know what I think we're going to see here, but let's Petroniotis on the backhand. Fox with the follow-up, and then the bodies just push it away. Great job by Vaughn Lawson to keep this thing tied.
Yeah, I mean, he was down and out, but he's able to fight it off and then find a way to get the whistle and cover it. So great job.
Face-off out to Aginski. Aginski plays that blue line to Leonard. Back to Leonard at the blue line. A lot of bodies down in front. Shoots and scores. Tipped in front. It is 5-4 power play goal.
Yeah, that is crazy. I couldn't tell. It might have been a double tip, at least one tip. Let's see it again. Petroniotis in the vicinity, as is Fox. No, it's off Petroniotis.
Petroniotis gets the tip in front there. 3:04 left to play. It's 5-4 Central Predators lead.
It hits the down towards the heel of his stick and ramps up off the blade. So that's nothing really. I mean, as a goalie, that's just one of those things. There's not much you can do about that. The puck's on its way in and hits.
And it looks like we've got somebody in the box for the Predators right after the goal.
Three.
All right, and for those waiting, Jordan Stahl ties it up for the Hurricanes 3-3 with 7:04 left to play in the second. Hurricanes versus the Vegas Knights.
So we do, yeah. So apparently there's a Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but on the back end of that play, Fultz picks up his second penalty in as many minutes.
All right, Western back on the power play. 1 for 2 tonight. Dangerous in front, looking for Anderson from Pownell.
Got to watch yourself here.
Pownell, he rips one in, tipped in
Another
front,
tip.
shoots and scores! 5-5!
A tip out in front right there. So a tip for the Predators, now a tip here.
Nathan Pownell just poised, takes it up top. It looks like Creonge gets that before Anderson, but the same kind of thing. 2 bodies in front, both with sticks ready. It's 5-5.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, almost the exact same area of the ice where the tip occurred at the other end. It happens right there. And
the back-to-back power play of consequence, if
yeah,
you will.
exactly. So both teams have cashed in their power plays of consequence, and we skate on.
2:25 left to play. Preds.
Did we find out what the penalty was? Did the sheet ever? Interesting, because we didn't see it behind the play on the celebration, but yeah.
Be looking for the score sheet to update here, see what we get on the call.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just curious. I didn't know if we ever got the call, but in any event, 5-5.
Looks like it's going to be Aiden Fultz. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call.
After the goal, yeah, something that occurred after the goal was scored. So
Anderson plays that to Sisti at the half wall. Sisti across for Creonge. Creonge looks to toe drag through the middle.
Yep,
and Aginski takes that away. 2-on-1. Petroniotis across, has Fultz backside. Fultz just can't get enough stick on it. Down low, Petroniotis to Chula. Chula shoots. Lawson kick saves that away.
Yeah, Chula got it on the heel of the stick. Didn't get clean wood on that one. Thought Fultz, though, on that other chance was going to have a shot at redeeming himself there after the penalty is what led to that latest Western goal, but just rolled on him, couldn't get a shot off.
Puck out into the neutral zone. Creonge slings that down low, looking for Pownell. Gets it up to Anderson. Sisti with possession. Bodies go down. Backside, Sisti shoots. Big save by Auk as he knocks that down.
Back out in front. Oh, good.
Dangerous
clear.
Out in front. Puck's cleared.
Aginski.
Leonard's going to make the race with Creonge. 53 seconds left to play. Centers it for Chula. Taken away by Sisti. Sisti to Creonge. Creonge back behind the net. 45 seconds left.
Oh, good stick, but nobody home. This is.
Creonge stretches one, looking for Anderson, taken away by Leonard. Here come the Predators. Leonard shoots. That's knocked away by Lawson.
Yeah, blockered aside there by Lawson. Nice job.
Pownell chips that one out into the neutral zone. 25 seconds left to play. Leonard plays it off the ref. Anderson out to Sisti near side. Sisti turns it around at the face-off circle. Centering pass looking for Anderson. Creonge keeps that in. Shot down low, knocked down by Petroniotis. 3-on-1. Chula all by himself. It's a race. Chula shoots and glove saved by Lawson. 4 seconds left to play.
Lawson comes up with a huge save there as Chula tries to go against the green. Wow. But 4.8 here. Preds are going to run some sort of face-off play here, I would imagine. I'm surprised they didn't burn their time out here to set something up, quite honestly. Give your top guys a chance to rest, but looks like they're just going to roll it.
Face-off in the Mustang zone. One out by the Predators. Aginski rips a shot. Knocked down by Lawson, and that is going to do it for regulation. 5-5.
Wow, what a game. End-to-end action. I mean, there were a bevy of chances there at the end of that. Some really good defensive plays, a couple of good sticks, some nice saves. And the last one there by Lawson on Chula. Really, that was the save of the game. Game on his stick for Chula there. If he scores, I'm not sure that Western has any chance to mount a late charge. And Lawson,
some really
save.
big plays by Sisti, by Creonge, by Anderson.
Yep.
But really, Vaughn Lawson, man. I mean, 46 shots on net, a lot of opportunities for the Preds to bury this thing. And we're going to a shootout to finish the semifinal game.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, 3 of those, one was a tip, and 2 others were rebounds that didn't get cleaned up in front. You know, he got the first one, just nobody there to help clean up that second rebound.
Western on the first shot. It's going to be Gustav Anderson. Big save by Caden Auk.
Yeah, good job there. Stayed up top, waited out. Now he's got something going on with his. No, he's fine. Just shaking it off. Took his mask off for a second. Didn't know if he needed some adjustments.
Aiden Foltz for the Predators.
I know
the junior from Rowan Salisbury.
I know he would like to pot this one after the power play that led. But Lawson
up to it.
As you would expect, these goalies going to duke it out here. Lawson, nice job.
Western goes to Creange, the senior from Weddington High School. Not enough stick on it. Ethan Creange saved by Caden Auk.
Waited him out. Nice job by Auk.
Second shooter for the Predators, Petra Neotis, the senior from Socrates Academy. Whiffs on the shot. Nico Petra Neotis, still no score.
All right, Nick Sisti. Coming with speed here. Oh.
And Nick Sisti gets it.
Auk went for the poke check. Caden tried to get it. Sisti got just a little quicker and was able to tuck it backhand.
And the Predators season falls to Brody Leonard.
Well, if you were going to have to pick a guy, I'm sure this would be who they would pick. But
Brody Leonard keeps it moving.
Off the post and in. Wow. We shoot on. I was going to say play on. We shoot on.
Western Mustangs going to the junior, Nathan Pownell.
Here we go.
Pownell shoots and scores.
Wow. And now, Chula.
Looks like we are going to go Luke Chula, the sophomore out of Marvin Ridge.
Here we go.
No! Keeps it alive, Luke Chula!
Unbelievable.
This is an exceptional finish.
Yeah.
Western Mustangs calling on Asher Chen as the next shooter.
Asher has got a wicked shot. He's got some good moves, too. See what he chooses to go with here.
Goes top cheddar, Asher Chen. And once again, the Predators must score.
Yeah, Asher has an underrated shot. He doesn't use it a ton, but, man, as I said, wicked shot, and he proves me right.
And it looks like Jack Schiavarelli out of South Lake Christian Academy. There it is! Western Mustangs!
Wow.
Unbelievable!
That is crazy. What was that, 6-round shootout? 5-round shootout?
Vaughn Lawson, there it is, beating the odds. The underdog comes through, and tomorrow night will be the Western Mustangs taking on Charlotte Catholic.
I've got to look back and see, just as we're talking about it, see how those two teams did this year. Well, the last time, earlier in the year, it was a bigger spread, but
2-goal difference in the last one, so it's within reach. But man, these guys, monumental comeback there. That was a great game by the Western Mustangs, and we'll be back for this tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, to catch our breaths collectively there, that was unbelievable. Unbelievable shootout, unbelievable finish to the game. Really, what you'd want to see in a semifinal game. So sets up for a great champ game tomorrow night.
Great finish here as the Western Mustangs upset the Central Predators on behalf of Brent Swartz, Bert Lawson, I'm Ted France, thanking you for sticking with us through the fire alarms, through the first game, to an incredible finish to Game 2. We'll be back tomorrow for the CSHL Championship matchup. Western Mustangs take on the Charlotte Catholic Cougars. As always, remember, the only easy day was yesterday. Keep working hard, be safe, and we'll see you next time on the Friday Night Ice.